Well, with the high school basketball season just underway, it's time again for Jackson Christian basketball. And we start with the ladies tonight. The Lady Eagles taking on the Milan High Bulldogs. Hi, everyone, and welcome inside Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Milan High School. I'm Andrew Chapman, and it's a pleasure to have you with us this evening, where the 0-2 Milan Bulldogs will take on the 3-0 Jackson Christian Eagles. The two sides are getting their warm-up shots up right now, and, well, it's nice to see basketball being played here in this COVID times. The fans have masks on, they're spaced out appropriately, and our first tip is just moments away. First tip tonight scheduled for 6 o'clock p.m. Again, the Jackson Christian Eagles, they come in at 3-0 on the season. They started off with an amazing 52-7 win against Carroll Academy in their season opener. They followed that up with a win last Saturday, a pair of wins, that is, last Saturday against Hollow Rock and Middleton, 69-12 the final in one, 47-29 the final in the other. So this Jackson Christian women's team is coming in hot, and they are outscoring opponents significantly coming into tonight. And on the flip side, a different story for the Milan Bulldogs. Again, 0-2 coming into this one, and so far they haven't touched 40 points in a single game yet this year, but they're hoping tonight is their night against Jackson Christian. They started the season on November 17th, last week on a Tuesday, against number 7 Peabody, and they fell short in that one 66-32. Followed that up with a game against Mackenzie, and they fall 60-36. So really the tale of the tape for this Milan ball club is, can they lock it down defensively? This Jackson Christian girls team has shown they can score in bunches. They can also hold it down on the defensive end. And you look at the trend for the two sides, and perhaps this one could favor Jackson Christian heavily, but we will have to see. It should be a good one. The final warm-up tosses have been chucked, and we are just about underway. Less than a minute to go until we tip off here at Milan High School. The Bulldogs, the home team, are wearing their home whites with the purple trim along the neck. Milan scripted in block letters across the front of the jersey, and the purple letters, or rather numbers, on the front. Purple striping with the Milan M down the side of the pant leg. Let's pause momentarily as we're about to have the national anthem. And as the national anthem wraps up at Milan High, we are just moments away from first tip between Milan High Bulldogs and the Jackson Christian Eagles. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Milan High School. I'm Andrew Chapman, and we're delighted to be with you tonight, streaming on WNWS.com. The 3-0 Jackson Christian Eagles will look to continue their undefeated season. Meanwhile, on the flip side for the Milan High ladies, they will try and get their first W on the year after a couple of tough losses to locals Peabody and Mackenzie. Let's go over the starting lineups for the two sides before action is underway. We'll start with the visiting Jackson Christian Eagles, the 3-0 ladies led by Brian Freeman, assistants Sarah Campbell and Kim Watson. Aaron Baines, the senior guard, will get the start tonight along with Trinity Brooks, the sophomore forward. Ava Jones, senior guard, will also get the start along with Taylor Baines, the freshman guard, and Lexi Bell, the senior guard. So Bell, Baines, Jones, Brooks, and Baines making up the starting five for the Jackson Christian Eagles. And meanwhile, for Milan High, the home team, their starting five will consist of Brooklyn Spates, the freshman guard, along with Kara Scott. Michaela Lewis gets the start as well, and Atia Burns will start as well, along with Michaela Lewis in there as well, the starting five for the Milan High Bulldogs. The two sides, they meet at center court. Again, the Milan High Bulldogs in their home whites with the purple trim. As for the Jackson Christian Eagles in the road blues with the gold trim along the neck and the yellow numbers on the front and back of the uni. The tip is off, and we are off on a Tuesday night in Milan. The Bulldogs get the opening tip, and at the point is Shyla Finis. And pass down low, lay off the glass, and the Milan High Bulldogs are on the board to start this one. That's Atia Burns, the senior center, with the opening bucket. And it's 2-0 Milan. Bringing the ball up for Jackson Christian, the point guard Taylor Baines. And a pass onto the wing, looking for options down low. And the Eagles working along the perimeter, nearly stripped, but recovered by the Eagles and Aaron Baines. Here's a pass off to the wing. It's with Ava Jones. And a pass back up high. The Eagles will reset. Just over 7 minutes, just underway here in the opening quarter. There's a pass into the left block underneath a triple team. Here's a short jumper and an air ball. A foul on the rebound. It was Kara Scott, the senior guard, coming down with the board, was immediately shoved when she came down with the ball. And it's a Milan inbound on the end line. Quick transition the other way. There's Morris, or rather Burns, and she was not fouled on the shot. Offensive foul called as Ava Jones was able to draw the charge. 2-0 under 7 minutes here in the opening quarter. And Jackson Christian looking for their first points in the game. Again, a team that's been able to score in bunches, 52, 69, and 47 total points in their 3 games respectively. It's on the right wing and stolen away. A nice snag by Michaela Lewis. And the Bulldogs in transition. Here's a long three, and it's a bit strong. The rebound pulled down by Lexi Bell. And she'll work as the point guard on the transition. And give off to Taylor Baines, who works it around, looks for a corner. Now a pass down into the block. Turnaround jumper is just short by Trinity Brooks. And so far, Jackson Christian unable to put anything on the board after the opening bucket from Atia Burns. Both sides have come up empty. It's still a 2-0 game with an even 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. There's a cross-court pass, a fake shot. Now a short jumper. Fooled him, but it was a short shot, and it's recovered by the Eagles. Had a nice look there on that shot. That was Kate Parr with a little bit of trickery. Here's a pass down low and a foul on the layup attempt. And going to the line for the Eagles will be Lexi Bell. So the first free throws from either side, and the senior guard, 5'5", Lexi Bell, will try and put the Eagles on the board for the first time tonight. And the first free throw attempt just a bit strong. And still nothing for the Eagles. And both free throws are missed. The first one strong, and Lexi Bell tried to adjust. The second shot too short, and a travel is called on Kate Parr, as the Bulldogs have tried to use some quick transitions so far here early on against Jackson Christian, maybe try and tire out the Eagles' defense. A lot of energy being shown by the Bulldogs. No offense from either side, really. That shot is thrown up, no foul called, and deflected off the hands of Kara Scott. The Eagles will retain possession with an inbound on the end line. Pass to the left wing with Ava Jones, dribbling to the free throw line. With that left hand, the ball is stolen. Atia Burns, who has the only bucket so far tonight for either side, came up with the steal. And Milan will kind of change the pace here and try and work something slowly and work it around the perimeter. Michaela Lewis looking for options. There's Kate Parr. Kate Parr with a dish down low. It's the center, and it comes up short for Burns. Got her own rebound, tried to put it back up and was fouled in the process. I'll tell you what, Atia Burns been working hard here early on in this first quarter. Has really dominated down low against a Jackson Christian Eagles defense. Here's the free throw, and it's good for Burns. 3-0 Milan, and a substitute for the Eagles as Lexi Bell checks out. And on comes Sydney Julian, the sophomore forward for the first time this evening. Second shot is off the mark. So Burns 1 for 2 from the line. 3-0 Bulldogs. Burns has all 3 points. And Jackson Christian looking for answers. That pass was in the lane, and it was picked off by who else but Burns. Burns working it up quickly. Will wait for the team to catch up. Here's a 3 ball, and it's off the mark, left of the rim. Throwing that one up was Kara Scott. And I think you hear Brian Freeman, the Jackson Christian head coach, saying, get it together. Looking for some offense from his girls here in the first quarter. We're at 4.5 minutes to go in the first. Just a 3-0 ball game. Very low scoring compared to the battles that Jackson Christian has been in over their first 3 games. And when I say battles, I mean their high-octane offense. That layup was blocked. Burns has been a wall down there. And a whistle is blown down low as the Bulldogs came up with the rebound, but it looks like Jackson Christian will retain possession here. Inbounding for the Eagles is Trinity Brooks. A lot of motion down low. Inbound on the baseline, and a travel is called. Erin Baines was kind of pinned right against that end line the moment she received the pass, and really had no other option but to take one too many steps. So Milan Bulldogs get the turnover, and the inbound goes to Brooklyn Spates. There's a full court heave, and a layup is good, high off the glass. There's Iana Hall, the second scorer on the game for Milan High, and they've taken an early 5-0 lead. And now a timeout called by Brian Freeman, who's clearly frustrated with his girls after going scoreless so far. So really a shocking turn for Milan High, who's played tremendous defense. Again, they've given up over 60 points in each of their first 2 games on the season. And so far, they've held this Jackson Christian ladies team off the scoreboard. So it's just a short 30-second timeout as Brian Freeman tries to maybe reset the morale of his group, just fire them up a little bit. We have a lot of basketball to play here. An early 5-0 game. The 5 on the court for Milan are Michaela Lewis, Iana Hall, Brooklyn Spates, along with Kara Parr, and Kara Scott rounding it out. Bringing the ball up for the Eagles is Taylor Baines. Pass on the wing, now to the left elbow. Here's a runner in the lane, shot up, it was blocked, and a recovery and a lay-in by Lily Barnes, who puts, that's Trinity Brooks, excuse me. She puts the first points on the board for Jackson Christian. That was a great recovery after the block shot. It was Lily Barnes that put up the shot and was blocked. And Trinity Brooks, the sophomore, comes on and gets the first points of the game. So a 5-2 game. And there was a timeout called by Kendall Dancy. And we'll see if, after adjusting, maybe getting a quick little water break in, if there's some new life in this Jackson Christian Eagles team. Sometimes you just have to see one go in, and then you can start rolling from there. Double team and a full court press as Milan is able to get the ball into the front court. And now here's some action on the perimeter. Nearly lost far sideline. but retained by Milan. Here's a pass down low, open shot, and a bucket for Iana Hall, her second of the game. She has 4 points, and it's a 7-2 Bulldogs lead. Just over 3 minutes to go in the opening period. And there's a pass broken up in the lane, and the Bulldogs recover. It was Kate Parr with the defensive pressure, and she comes up with the steal. The Bulldogs work it around the perimeter. Here's a 17-footer, and it comes up short, just grazed the net. Now a scrum on the floor for the ball. It's grabbed by Hall, but Kate Parr missed the short shot. And a foul on the rebound attempt. That was Trinity Brooks diving to the floor, giving up the body. And now some subs for the Eagles as Lexi Bell checks in for Sydney Julian. Bulldogs had a good look right there, just came up short though on the shot. 7-2 game with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Here's a pass into the near corner, looking for options, just kind of working it around the perimeter. Tight zone defense being played by Milan, and there's a pass. It's picked off by Burns, going the length of the court. Left hand lay-in is good. And it's a 5-point game for Burns. Here are the Eagles that continue to try and get a pass in that right elbow, but constant pressure is being applied by the Bulldogs. They've done a good job of locking down the lane and not allowing this Eagles offense to get any close shots. They are really keeping that ball on the perimeter. Here's another block shot. Lily Barnes tried to put it up, and Burns blocked her. Great defense being shown by the Bulldogs to open up this Tuesday night action. Here's a long ball, and it's too strong from Burns. She's been working hard down to the post, trying to shoot one up from three. Now she comes up with a steal. Shot from the free throw line is off the left iron, and the Eagles come up with it. 7-2, just trying to cut this early 5-point deficit down before the end of the quarter. Just about a minute and a half to go. It's Trinity Brooks, pass down low. The shot by Aaron Baines was blocked again. And now a substitute as Lily Barnes checks out. In comes Trinity Brooks, who will be the inbounder on the baseline. Looking for options, but has Ilya Hall all up in her face. They managed to get it back up to the point, and they work it on the right wing. Here's a drive, kick out, and a long three is off the top of the backboard. A misfire by Trinity Brooks. And still a 7-2 ball game with just over a minute to go. And Milan, because they've been so strong defensively, they've really been able to control the pace of this game. When they've gotten steals, sometimes they'll quickly press you, other times slowly work it up the court. There's a pass to Iana Hall, and the shot is missed. And a travel is called on the Jackson Christian Eagles, and it's another turnover. I believe it was Lexi Bell who came down with the rebound, and right before she dished off a pass, took too many steps. And a timeout called by Kendall Dancy, the third-year head coach of the Bulldogs. And there was something that Dancy didn't like that he saw on that inbound play. It did seem a little bit disorganized. The Bulldogs just kind of flung it in there. We're looking for options. So 47.8 to go, and 9-2 Milan Bulldogs lead. It's a pair of scorers so far tonight that have supplied all the offense for Milan. Atia Burns with 5 points and Iana Hall with 4. Meanwhile, for Jackson Christian, they were unable to get a bucket until about halfway through the first period, until Trinity Brooks was able to grab an offensive rebound and lay one off the glass for the only 2 points tonight. So here's a Bulldogs inbound with 45 seconds to go in the opening quarter. It's Brooklyn Spates trying to dribble with that left hand. Pull-up jumper is no good. Off the left iron, and the rebound pulled down by Lexi Bell. Long pass, broken up. She was looking for Trinity Brooks, and Kate Parr came up with the steal. And the Bulldogs, well, they can just control the tempo here. And I was going to say try and get the final shot, but Trinity Brooks had that ball go off her shin and out of bounds the other way. Milan will retain possession and have a shot to get the final shot of the first period. 9-2, they lead by 7. And the ball with Michaela Lewis. Lewis coming off a screen was shoved by Erin Baines. They'll call the foul. And no free throws. She was not in the act of shooting, was still driving towards the bucket, and it'll be an inbound on the baseline for the Bulldogs. A quick sub coming in is they want to bring the big Atia Burns in with 3.4 seconds to go. We'll see if they try and give her the inbound. No, it's on the perimeter. A three ball is off the mark, and that will bring us to the end of the quarter. So a surprising start to this one. This Jackson Christian Eagles team, which had scored no less than 47 points in all 3 of their games, has just 2 after the opening period. 9-2. The Milan Bulldogs lead Jackson Christian. Let's go to break here from Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium. The second quarter is next.
Hi guys, it's the Christmas season. King Jewelers is so excited to have something to celebrate. We're going to have crazy fun specials all month, so be sure to follow us on Facebook, where we're going to announce things like Manic Monday, Win on Wednesday, Freaky Friday, Psycho Saturdays, lots of insanity. But on a more serious note, if you're planning a custom piece for someone for Christmas, now's the time to get in and get that started. King Jewelers, 664-8188, where great things are always in store. Be sure and check us out on Facebook. Hi guys, it's the Christmas season. King Jewelers is so excited to have something to celebrate. We're going to have crazy fun specials all month, so be sure to follow us on Facebook, where we're going to announce things like Manic Monday, Win on Wednesday, Freaky Friday, Psycho Saturdays, lots of insanity. But on a more serious note, if you're planning a custom piece for someone for Christmas, now's the time to get in and get that started. King Jewelers, 664-8188, where great things are always in store. Be sure and check us out on Facebook.
Welcome back to the campus of Milan High School and Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium. Andrew Chapman here with you on WNWS.com. It's the Milan High Bulldogs and the Jackson Christian Eagles. Second quarter underway. The Bulldogs inbound, and quickly they throw up a shot, and a blocking foul is called. Brooklyn Spates will go to the line for 2. The foul goes against number 4, Erin Baines, the senior guard. And Spates is off the mark with the first one. A surprising start to the opening quarter. If you're just joining us, the Jackson Christian Eagles, an offense that scored 52, 69, and 47 in their first 3 games respectively, held to just 2 in the opening period with some tough D played by the Milan High Bulldogs. Brooklyn Spates gets her second bucket to go. And it's double digits for the Bulldogs, 10-2. There's a nice high floater off the glass, and Trinity Brooks has her second bucket of the game. And she has scored the only 4 points so far tonight for the Eagles. Here's a pass off to the left. It was broken up. Kara Scott was trying to feed the center, Atia Burns. And Milan will retain possession. So 10-4 the score, and Milan trying to up the distance a little bit, but Jackson Christian, you got to give them credit as well. They've played some good defense, and there's a walk from Atia Burns, and you know a lot of their focus is going towards Burns, who leads the way with 5 points and is the biggest player on the court. They've had trouble maintaining the post against Burns, that is. And now they're resorting to double teams, triple teams, just to try and slow her down. Working on the perimeter. Here's Ava Jones, the point guard, that gets a nice feed down low, and a layup is good by Taylor Baines. Maybe the best look we've seen so far. The Bulldogs have done a good job constricting the paint. And now the other way, it's missed by Burns, and the Eagles trying to get right back in this thing. Now they seem to be the ones controlling the pace. Here's a long ball, and it's too strong. That 3 was fired up by Lexi Bell, but the Eagles come up with the steal. In the first period, a lot of Jackson Christian turnovers. Now it's been the other way around. The Bulldogs having trouble maintaining possession here in the second. Here's a kick, far corner, a 3-ball, nothing but net. And Trinity Brooks is heating up. She now leads the way with 7 points, and it's a 10-9 one-point game, but now uncontested all the way to the hoop is Michaela Lewis with her first 2 points. Trinity Brooks came flying down the length of the court to try and just get a hand on that ball, but it was a 2-on-1 as the Eagles defense was caught off guard. Pass deflected out of bounds, and the Eagles will maintain possession. And a couple of substitutes, first subs coming in here in the second quarter. Checking out of the game is Burns for the Bulldogs along with Lexi Bell. With the ball, here's Baines, and the pass is stolen away. "12-9 game. And the Jackson Christian Eagles have pulled themselves right back in it. Dribbling with the right hand, Michaela Lewis all the way to the hoop, and the layup is good. Nice change of direction as Lewis was dribbling with the left, switched to the right, and drove all the way to the hoop for her second bucket of the game. 4 points for Michaela Lewis. And here's Taylor Baines, the point guard. On the wing, she gives to Ava Jones, who has the ball just stripped right away. Had it muscled right out of her hands from Michaela Lewis. And a little more physicality being shown from both sides now. Milan was turning the ball over early in this quarter. Now Jackson Christian struggling, and the pass is too high. Got airmailed over the head of Yana Hall. And it's back to a 5-point lead. After Jackson Christian narrowed it to 1, Milan High able to keep the distance. And here's Taylor Baines through the lane, a floater. She is fouled, though, on the shot attempt, a blocking foul, and she'll go to the line for the first time tonight. And I believe they called the foul on Hannah DeWitt. .447 to go in the half. And the first shot up is good by Taylor Baines, who has 3 points on the night. Trinity Brooks leads the way so far, though, for Jackson Christian. She's scored 7 of the 10 points, including the only 3-pointer by either side so far. And Baines goes 1 for 2. That one hung on the rim for a minute, and now the ball is bobbled and stolen away by Lily Barnes. Good heads-up play by Barnes to not give up on that errant pass, and it was just a misfire and a hiccup by the Bulldogs. Barnes took advantage. She was fouled as the Bulldogs tried to wrestle the ball away. And now with a 4-point game, Jackson Christian can once again make it a one-possession contest. Here's Taylor Baines with a 17-footer. She throws it up. It's off the back of the iron, loose ball, and it's pulled down by Atia Burns. The center gets the rebound, and here come the Bulldogs. Fake pass by Kate Parr. Pass nearly broken up, and a bounce pass going the other way to Lewis. Lewis right back to Parr. Jackson Christian with some pressure D. Nice bounce pass down low, and a layup high off the glass falls down for number 4, Ayana Hall. Her third bucket of the game. She now has 6. And it's a 16-10 game with 4 minutes to go in this first half of action. Milan High looking for their first win on the year at 0-2. Jackson Christian, an early undefeated season at 3-0, but they trail here in the first half. There's the point guard, Ava Jones, working it around to Trinity Brooks. A reverse and perfectly placed. A great-looking shot. She leads the way for Jackson Christian with 9. And it's a 16-12 game. Jackson Christian held to just 2 points in the opening period. They have 10 here in the second. There's a bounce pass down low, and the layup was missed by Hall. Jackson Christian with the rebound. This game has really not gotten away from either side. It's certainly been low scoring. A defensive battle throughout this half. There's Burns leaping high and deflecting the pass, but it's retained by the Eagles. Back on the perimeter, a three ball by Julian, and it hits the right of the iron off the mark. Jackson Christian with the offensive board. And they'll reset with just about 2:45 to go here in the opening half. And a pass down low looking for Sydney Julian is just off the mark. Tried to outstretch that right arm, keep it in bounds, but it's out of play, and Milan will take over. Here's Parr at the right elbow. We'll kick it back outside. Parr working as the point guard. Dribbles into the lane, and there's a travel. No, she got fouled. Looked like she was getting ready to shoot and changed her mind last minute, was looking for a passing option, nearly left the ground. I don't think she actually let those toes leave the hardwood and was fouled in the process. And they're not going to say she was shooting unless it was an off-ball foul. I wasn't entirely sure who they called the foul on. Here's a high inbound, pass down low, and they're going to call travel, I believe. Either a travel or no, they're calling a foul, an offensive foul on Atia Burns. Burns plays aggressive down there. You have to, being one of the bigger players on the court. But she has been hit with a couple of fouls so far tonight. A couple on the offensive end, as a matter of fact. 4-point game, 16-12. The Milan High Bulldogs lead. Here's a running shot, and just off the front of the rim. It hung on that rim for a long while after hitting the glass, and Taylor Baines comes up just short. It was a good look, though. And here's Milan High with under 2 minutes to go, and a stop, pop, and a hit. There's Brooklyn Spates with a nice running jump shot. Her first field goal of the game. She now has 3 points in total. It's Ayanna Hall leading the way with 6 points for Milan. 6-point lead at 18-12. Jackson Christian trying to make it a little closer before the half. And another intercepted pass. And a turnover. Back with the Bulldogs. Here's Spates. Nice dribble and a collision down low. An offensive foul called. Another one on the Bulldogs. They've really been aggressive down low, but credit Jackson Christian for drawing those blocking fouls. That was Ava Jones, the smaller Ava Jones, who eyed down Spates charging down the lane and took the charge. Trinity Brooks with it on the wing. Pass back up high. And the Eagles working around the perimeter looking for a passing lane. It's Lily Barnes. Back over to Taylor Baines. Baines with the right hand. Throws one up, and it's short. So Milan High rebound. There's Kate Parr coming down with the board. And the Bulldogs will have to get a shot up before the half expires. Good defense being played by Lily Barnes. Now over to the right wing. Back up high with Parr. Parr with a nice fake. Dribbles to the elbow. And a give off to Michaela Williams. First time she's been in the game so far tonight. A steal and a transition the other way. All the way across court, and Baines missed a wide open layup. She got her own rebound, though. And it's on the near corner. There's a fake shot, a drive, and a hit. Nice move by Sydney Julian, the pump fake on the perimeter, and she took it all the way to the bucket for two. A 4-point game with just 5 seconds to go. Are they going to heave one up? Parr with a long shot, and it's just off the front of the rim. Tried to get one up right as time expired, but Jackson Christian got the last bucket of the half, and they've kept themselves within 4. It has been a defensive battle throughout this one. A lot of turnovers from both sides, but some offensive spurts from both. And we are in for an exciting second half of action here on this Tuesday night from Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium. 18-14, the Milan High Bulldogs lead Jackson Christian. We go to the half, and we're back in a moment for the halftime show here from Milan High.
For all those sweet tooths out there, McDonald's proudly presents their new bakery sweets, including the icy glazed cinnamon roll, the blueberry muffin busting with flavor, and the delicious flaky apple fritter. They're all here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guaranteed to hit the spot. Enjoy them now, West Tennessee, at all Jackson locations, Bells, Brownsville, Medina, and Humboldt. McDonald's is loving high school academics and athletics. The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, Hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
If your insurance policy is coming up for renewal, don't just send in a check. Do yourself a favor and contact Shanna Tabor at Farmers Insurance. Shanna helps customers like you identify the coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about your insurance. Shanna has the tools and knowledge to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, life, or business insurance.
And I may save you hundreds of dollars. Hello, this is Shanna Tabor, your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by my office on University Parkway next to the post office for a free quote or find me at stabor@farmersagent.com.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
Sometimes buying or selling a house is like the flip of a coin. Just like in the game of football, it could be heads or tails. If you want a real winner to sell your home, call Kimberly Evans. Kimberly and her team will take the ball and get it across the goal line. Score a touchdown with a championship realtor, Kimberly Evans with Coldwell Banker. Call Kimberly today, 731-697-8558, 731-697-8558, KimberlyEvans.com.
Hi, I'm Grover King, owner and jeweler of King Jewelers. I opened King Jewelers 22 years ago and made it my mission to provide you with quality jewelry at an affordable price. With over 35 years experience as a jeweler, you can feel safe knowing your jewelry is in good hands. Whether you just need a ring sized or want to create a custom engagement ring, King Jewelers will help. My employees are knowledgeable and we put customer service first. No job is too small and every person that walks through our door is important to us. Come to see us at King Jewelers today. 16 Conrad Drive, 664-8188. Shop us online at kingjewelersjackson.com.
Welcome back inside Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium for the halftime report. An entertaining game in the first half. A lot of turnovers from both sides, but some good defensive basketball played, some offensive runs from both sides as well. And well, we're headed to the second half with a close game, a 4-point game. The Milan High Bulldogs lead Jackson Christian 18-14. Let's just give you some point totals here for the halftime report. Leading the way for Milan High is Iana Hall. Hall, the senior forward, leads the way with 6. But we've also seen a lot of good action from Atia Burns, the tall senior center, who has 5 so far on the night for the Bulldogs, but has picked up 3 fouls along the way, 2 on the offensive side. Really, in the first half, it was all Atia Burns down low. She was scoring, she was controlling the paint, deflecting passes on the defensive side. It wasn't until the second quarter that Jackson Christian started to bring those double teams and even triple teams against Burns to try and slow her down. But as we mentioned, Iana Hall able to pick up some of the slack and start to carry some of the offense once they started to lock down Burns. She leads the way with 6. Brooklyn Spates has also added 3 of her own, a free throw and 1 field goal. And Michaela Lewis rounds out the scoring for Milan High with 4 on the game. Now, Jackson Christian, we mentioned those adjustments that they made on the defensive side against Atia Burns. They also had to pick up the offense. They had just 2 points in the entire first quarter. And well, you could tell Brian Freeman, he was not happy. The head coach of the Eagles was shouting from the sidelines and trying to amp up his girls in the first quarter as they struggled on the offensive end. Didn't actually have a bucket until halfway through that first period. It was not until Trinity Brooks scored to get the Eagles on the board that the offense then started to click a little more. Trinity Brooks, she's looked terrific. The sophomore forward leads the way with 8 points and has the only three-pointer from either side so far in this game. It was a nice nothing-but-net three-pointer from the far corner. And, again, she leads the way with 8. Rounding out the scoring for Jackson Christian is Taylor Baines with 3, and Sydney Julian has also cashed in a couple of points on her own on a nice fake shot and layup towards the tail end of the second half. We'll see what adjustments have to be made. If you're Jackson Christian, you got to pick up the offense a little more. We mentioned that Jackson Christian in their last 3 games, 52, 69, and 47. They have just 18 in this first half. So we'll see if they can start to click a little more on the offensive side. We'll see if Atia Burns and some of the foul trouble she's gotten into affects her at all in the second half. But I got to imagine that the Bulldogs will continue to try and run the offense through her and Ayanna Hall going forward in the second half. That is the picture in the first half. The second half is coming up shortly. The Jackson Christian Eagles trying to keep their undefeated 3-0 season going. And Milan High, they're 1 half away from their first win on the season, coming in tonight at 0-2. 18-14, Milan High leading by 4. 3 minutes to go in this halftime break. We're back in 3 minutes for the second half action on WNWS.com.
I can save you mega bucks if you come in right now. Now! What that really means is I jacked the price way up so I can discount it to make you think you got a deal.
Let's skip all that. Hey, my name is Sarah Beth Langley, and if you actually want to save some money, come visit my family at Jean Langley Ford in Humboldt. We are a small dealership with low overhead. We save, so you save. At Jean Langley Ford, we care about our customers. We don't want to push or trick you. We just want to earn your business, and we don't mind proving it with our low prices and excellent service. So yeah, you can be fooled into thinking you got a deal at that big, mega, huge sale, or you can skip the scam and come to Jean Langley Ford. Let my family show you Southern hospitality at its best. Kick back, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy checking out our lot. We'll give you top dollar for your trade and put you in the vehicle that you want to be in for truly the lowest price around. You really should try Jean Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep, Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 Bypass in Jackson or online at Old Country.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered. Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
Your daughter got her learner's permit. And to celebrate, you're on your way to get her favorites at McDonald's. And you let her drive. Now, if you could just make it to the drive-thru, enjoying the journey together, that's something to value.
Choose your $3 bundle. Pair either the deliciously cheesy McDouble or the boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken with small fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
Well, the second half is just seconds away from Milan High School. It's been an entertaining Tuesday night of girls basketball here at Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium. Welcome back inside, everyone. Thanks for joining us on WNWS.com. I'm Andrew Chapman. The Bulldogs leading the Eagles 18-14, trying to grab their first win on the season. Meanwhile, Jackson Christian, who's really blown out their opponents in all three of their games so far this year, have had their offensive struggles in the first half, and they're trying to avoid their first loss on the year. Half-court inbound is out. The Milan Bulldogs start with the ball in the second half, and they work it around the perimeter. It's Iana Hall leading the way in scoring for the Bulldogs. Now the ball is wrestled away down in the post from Burns, but now a scramble on the elbow and a whistle. As I believe they called a foul. Kate Parr went to the floor after she recovered the loose basketball. So baseline inbound for the Bulldogs. And a pass out to the left wing. A quick three is up and short. And the rebound is up for grabs, collected by Burns, and she takes it all the way to the hoop with a left-hand lay-in. And she now leads the way with 7. Was the main source of offense for the Bulldogs in the first period. And now a missed dribble and a pass stolen away by Spates, or the dribble rather. The shot is no good by Michaela Lewis. And it was out of bounds. Who has it? It's going to be Jackson Christian basketball. Michaela Lewis had a nice look at it and was just a little bit too strong on the shot. So the inbound goes to Taylor Baines, bringing it up quickly, and a floated pass is well over the head of Lexi Bell. And there's the turnover, the type of turnover that Brian Freeman, I'd imagine, would say is avoidable. He was frustrated in the first period. Got to imagine he's talked about those turnovers with his girls during the halftime conversation. And there's a jump shot just in front of the free throw line that falls down for Brooklyn Spates. Her second bucket of the game. She now has 5 on the evening. 22-14. And Milan now tying their biggest lead of the night at 8. Here's a nice dribble through the lane, and a right-hand toss is no good. Lexi Bell had a nice look at it, but couldn't come up with the bucket. Milan led by 8 late in the first period. Jackson Christian keeping it close, but now they have all the momentum coming out of the halftime break. And Kara Scott trying to set the offense along with Michaela Lewis up high. The two guards looking for something down low. Burns is double teamed down in the paint. And they might just have to huck up a 3 at this point. They cannot find a lay down low. Nice zone defense being played by the Eagles. Back and forth we go on the perimeter. They finally get it down low to Burns. That's what they wanted. And she walks. A travel is called. And Burns has a couple of words for the official on that one. And a timeout is called, I believe, by Jackson Christian and Brian Freeman. Let's go ahead and take a quick 30-second break here in the timeout. It's 22-14, Milan High on top.
Don't fumble the ball when it's time to choose a body shop. Choose Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and has rental cars on site for your convenience. Free estimates and free local pickup and delivery. If other drivers were off sides and your car suffered a little unnecessary roughness, remember it's a win every time at Mitchell's. For a safe and economical repair, getting you and your car back in the game. Like Mitchell's Body Shop on Facebook. They're giving away tickets to some of your favorite games. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive.
Brian Freeman has been the pep talk master so far tonight in Milan. He was frustrated in the first period, was able to will his team back into the game and use the entirety of the timeout down on a knee, talking to his team, trying to get some momentum back in the Jackson Christian direction. They trail by 8 with just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 22-14 Milan. Here's Trinity Brooks, and she nearly had it stolen away. Did she turn it over? Yes, she did. It's Bulldogs basketball. And Atia Burns just kind of got up in Brooks's grill and was able to wrestle it away. Milan High basketball looking for their first win on the season, 22-14. And this is Kind of what they did last time with Lewis looking down low, finds Parr. Parr was double-teamed, able to get a shot off, no foul called, and the rebound pulled down by Ava Jones. Jones, the point guard, has a pass deflected, and it is snagged on the baseline before it went out of bounds by Brooklyn Spates. Spates with 5 points, Hall with 6, and Burns leading the way with 7. That is the trio that supplied most of the offense tonight for the Bulldogs. As we approach 5 minutes, Bulldogs with the basketball. The scoring drought continues out of the half for the Eagles. Here's a two-pointer, a long two-pointer that is in for Kate Parr. Her first 2 points of the game. She'll be happy to see one go in after a couple of misses early on. One of the farther shots we've seen made tonight, along with Trinity Brooks' first half three-pointer. There's Brooks on the right block. Pass was deflected but recovered. And it's back up high with Ava Jones. Jones looking down low. Everybody defended now on the right wing. A nice crossover and a pass up high as Baines will reset the offense. Kick out to Jones. A long three is too strong. Recovery, though, by Aaron Baines with the rebound. She manages to get it back up high to Jones. Now here is Brooks. A three. It's short, and it's out of bounds, but last touched by Michaela Lewis of the Bulldogs. And the Eagles will hold on to the basketball. Substitution for Jackson Christian as Lexi Bell checks out. And Sydney Julian steps on the court for the first time in the second half. The inbound was stolen away. And it's back to the Bulldogs, a 10-point game. They are out to their largest lead of the night after the long Kate Parr jump shot. And up by 10 at this point. They can really control the pace. Kendall Dancy, the third-year head coach, partially removing that mask so he can bark out some orders, so the voice projects a little bit more. I don't blame him. Here's Parr into the lane, a running layup, no good. Pulled down by Burns, can't get the first shot, and she's fouled on the second attempt and will go to the line. Atia Burns, so hard to defend when you only have one defender on her. You have to get a second or sometimes even a third body just to try and control her down there. And she'll put up the first shot. It's well short, just nicks the front of the rim. And it stays a 10-point lead. Couple of subs coming on for both sides. Ava Jones will check out for the Eagles, and on comes Lily Barnes. Yana Hall is also waiting to come on. And 0 for 2 from the line. So Atia Burns can't extend her team leading 7 points. And it's Jackson Christian basketball. Biggest deficit of the night. They trail 24-14. There's a pass to the left block, and it was off the fingertips of Sydney Julian, who was covered by Hall. So Kara Scott will work the ball up for the Bulldogs. Scott scoreless so far tonight. And a pass is floated over the head of Spates and grabbed by the Eagles. Here's Aaron Baines. Jackson Christian really needing a bucket. They are in a drought since coming out of the halftime break where they trailed 18-14. It has been a 6-0 Milan run out of the half. And here's a straightaway three off the mark. It looked good by Brooks. Anyone's ball and a foul called. We'll see who it's on. There were 4 players all scrambling for one basketball. And I believe they just called the foul on Brooklyn Spates of Milan, so the ball will stay in the front court for Jackson Christian. And actually, in fact, Lily Barnes is going to the line, so I guess they're going to say it was in the act of shooting. And the first one is good by Barnes. Sigh of relief as they see their first one go in of the second half. And the lead back down to 9. Second shot off the mark. Barnes trying to get her own rebound, doesn't get it. And the rebound was grabbed by Parr. And Milan High will push it up the court. There's Michaela Lewis into the game. She has 4 points in the first half. Kate Parr, the point guard, battling with Barnes. Barnes trying to strip the ball away, manages to get it to Kara Scott. Scott slips between a couple of defenders, throws one up, gets another shot up, and is fouled on the second attempt. That was some elusive play by Kara Scott, who cut through the lane, slipped a pair of Jackson Christian defenders, got a layup, her own rebound, and now goes to the line and trying to get her first points of the evening. And the first one is good, back up to 10, 25-15. And a sub for the Eagles as Sydney Julian checks out for Ava Jones. Second shot is up, and it's off the mark. Lily Barnes comes down with the rebound, and we'll try and get the Eagles back in it with just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jackson Christian at 3-0, trying to keep that season undefeated. Here's Barnes on the wing looking for options. Trinity Brooks was covered in the lane, and they'll kick it back out to Aaron Baines, reset the offense. Baines to Baines. And the Eagles with a lot of movement down there, but good man defense being played by the Bulldogs. Contested shot and a foul called as Lily Barnes will go right back to the line. The foul is called on Kate Parr, who shakes her head as she walks back to the midcourt and says, I didn't think I touched her. I thought I got all ball. But nonetheless, Lily Barnes will go to the line. The freshman forward looking for her first points on the game. And she gets one. Back to a single-digit deficit as Burns comes back on for Milan and Kara Scott checks out. Second shot is up, and it's off the mark. Rebound was pulled down by Brooklyn Spates, and a foul is called. It'll go against Trinity Brooks. And more subs for the Eagles as Barnes, who's been active over the last few minutes, will step out. Lexi Bell coming back on for the Eagles. And another foul is whistled on the inbound. I missed who they called it on. But Brooks was in the area. Full court press by the Eagles, trying to get as many turnovers as they can at this point in the game. With under a minute and a half to go. Got to try and get a little closer before you get to that fourth quarter, at least give yourself a chance in what has been a tightly defended game. There really has not been big offensive runs from either side. Here's a spin, and a layup is off the mark for Brooklyn Spates, but she gets the rebound. Body's on the floor. She was tripped up on the shot, no foul called, and here's a 2-on-1, but a travel will be called as Taylor Baines had the 2-on-1, was getting ready to pass to Trinity Brooks and just let the ball get away from her. She ended up walking in the process. So here's Burns bringing it up. And back off to the left wing with Kate Parr, the point guard. Parr saying, settle down. Let's go ahead and control the tempo here in the last 45 seconds of the quarter. It's a 9-point game. Bulldogs have led throughout this one. They have not surrendered a lead since they led 2-0 in the first quarter. Here's an offensive rebound, no good. A pair of shots won't go. There's the third, and it finally drops in for the Bulldogs. Ayanna Hall got a pair of shots up. The second one went down, and she now has 8 points on the game to lead the way for Milan. Trinity Brooks looking for an option. Kicking out is Aaron Baines. Over to Taylor Baines. Baines dribbling to the line, back up high. Here's a long three, and it's off the mark. Missed right of the hoop. And that'll do it for the quarter as time expires, and it does with the biggest deficit of the night for Jackson Christian. A two-pointer from Ayanna Hall gives the Bulldogs a 27-16, 11-point lead as we go to the final quarter. Low scoring. Do the Jackson Christian Eagles have a run in them in the fourth quarter? We'll find out in a moment on WNWS.com.
With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs. Let them design the perfect landscape for you, as well as irrigation work, hardscape installation, and low-voltage landscape lighting installation. They do it all at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape, 234-0823, Tennessee Charter number 5398.
Sakura set the standard in West Tennessee for Japanese sushi rolls and hibachi grill dishes. By popular demand, Sakura added a Chinese menu. For starters, egg drop and hot and sour soup. Entrees include chicken broccoli, sweet and sour chicken, Mongolian beef, and lo mein with your choice of meat. Our Chinese lunch menu starts at just $7.95. Sakura also delivers to your home or business, or you can call ahead for pickup at 664-2878. Sakura's dining area now open and serving at 50% capacity. Sakura on Carriage House Drive.
Welcome back inside Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium. Andrew Chapman with you on the campus of Milan High, where the Bulldogs lead the Eagles by 11, 27-16, and the fourth quarter is underway. Jackson Christian going to have to get something going early if they want to get back in this and keep their undefeated season going. But the ball is turned over. It was knocked away from Trinity Brooks. And it's Bulldogs basketball. Kate Parr closely guarded by Aaron Baines. Here's a pass down into the block. No foul called. The shot was missed. The rebound was pulled down by Yana Hall. And she was fouled as she pulled it down, so she's going to get to go to the line. That's a tough break for Jackson Christian, who has managed to get a lot of contested shots, but has really had trouble and been a bit of a size disadvantage to pull down those boards. A lot of second and third chance opportunities for Milan in this game. Now anybody's ball on the court, jump ball. We'll see which way it's going. It's going the way of the Bulldogs, as Trinity Brooks was fighting down there with Brooklyn Spates, trying to wrestle away the basketball. So inbound on the far sideline, and it goes to Kate Parr. Parr to the free throw line. Pass down low was tipped away by Baines. It'll get out of bounds, but the Bulldogs will hang on to it. Only a 2-point quarter for the Jackson Christian Eagles in the third and the first. That has been really, more than anything else, the big story of the game. And there was a nice kind of just floater flung up there by Kate Parr, and she managed to bank it in and extend the biggest lead of the night for the Bulldogs to 13. Now it's Lexi Bell on the wing, contested on the elbow, so she'll give it back up top to Brooks. Brooks over to Ava Jones. Jones working against Parr, switching direction, changing hands. Here's Brooks along the baseline, tries to get a pass off. That's still a live ball, no whistle. Both sides nearly gave up on it for a minute. Here's a quick shot from the elbow, and it's off the mark. But a rebound pulled down by Lexi Bell, flings one up. She got fouled and will go to the line. Atia Burns whistled again. I don't have the official count in front of me, but that is either her fourth or fifth foul so far tonight. And they're going to, wow, they said that was not in the act of shooting. It certainly looked like that ball was going up to the hoop. Okay, yes, they will. Trinity Brooks was getting ready to inbound on the baseline, and man, for a moment I was unsure what the referee saw there. But you got to hit these free throws here, trailing by 13. Need every bucket you can get with just under 6.5 to go in the game. And the first shot, in and out. Looked good and just rattled off the front and back of the rim. Couple of substitutes coming in for the Eagles and one for the Bulldogs. For Milan, Kara Scott comes in. Lily Barnes in for the Eagles, along with Sydney Julian back in the game. Second free throw is good. And Lexi Bell manages to go 1 for 2. Kate Parr brings the ball up. And the Bulldogs, you know they're going to play slow right now. No reason to push it when you lead by 12. Really kind of milk the clock as much as you can on each possession. The shot from Parr comes up short. Oh, but the pass is stolen away by Burns, and a mistake as she lays it right off the glass. Jackson Christian had 3 options there, and somehow the ball got to Burns. And another turnover as head coach Brian Freeman looks a bit distraught over on the sideline. Burns working against Barnes. And it's now in the near corner. Moving with the right hand. Now pass back up high to Taylor Baines. Baines give off to Lexi Bell. Bell down low to Julian on the left block. Parr with 2 hands up. Manages to contest the shot, and it's off the mark. Bulldogs come down with the rebound. It was only the second quarter where the Jackson Christian Eagles offense really started to put it together. They scored 12 points in the quarter, but only 2 in the first and 2 in the third. And here's uncontested shot all the way through the lane, but it was missed. Michaela Lewis went through untouched. Here's Baines, floats one up, circles around, hits off the backboard, and drops in for 2. Taylor Baines with her second bucket on the game, and she now has 5. Trinity Brooks still leading the way for the Eagles with 8 on the night. Here's Kara Scott dribbling along the lane, switches to the right hand, doesn't get it, but the offensive board is finished up by Burns, and she adds a couple more to her total on the night of a team-high 11. That pass just broken up. Ill-advised as Parr comes up with the steal, goes the length of the court, and finishes at the hoop. And now this game has gotten away from Jackson Christian. They trail by 16 with 4 minutes to go. Kate Parr with her second bucket on the game. And Taylor Baines will give it to Aaron Baines. Here's Sydney Julian. And just nothing really working down low as Jackson Christian tries to work something around the perimeter. And Brian Freeman shaking his head a bit over there on the sidelines. Got to try and get something going, but tight defense being played by the Bulldogs. Working it around, nice change of direction. A quick shot goes up, but it's off the mark. And a nice save by Kara Scott to save that ball from going out of bounds. And the Bulldogs, well, they probably could have gotten a bucket there, but they'll just slow the pace and let the clock tick, tick, tick. Just over 3 minutes. Pass down low, quick turnaround and a shot. Might have been blocked. A good defensive effort by Lexi Bell. And now the ball with Baines. Close defense being played by Michaela Lewis. Baines with the left hand. Gets one up. Contested. No good. Baines with the rebound. And a shot is high and missed. Barnes couldn't get the shot to go. Neither could Baines. And nothing has really been clicking, unfortunately, tonight for Jackson Christian. They've managed just 5 points in the entire second half. There's a pump fake and a pass, a drive, and a finish by Brooklyn Spates. And she now has 7. A few high scores in this one for Milan. Spates with 7, Hall with 8, and Burns leading the way with 11. And just over 2 minutes to go in this one, and the Milan High Bulldogs eyeing down their first win on the season. A win that would improve them to 1-2 and give Jackson Christian their first loss. Drop them to 3-1. Pass was knocked away and stolen by Spates, and she finishes on the other end. It's the Brooklyn Spates show here over the last couple of minutes. And now the bench will unload for both sides. Milan High knows they have this one in the bag. Spates checks out with 9, and a big grouping of subs into the game for Milan. Melissa Curry has checked in along with Jacqueline Moore. Michaela Williams, who we also saw in the first half, back on the floor along with Shyla Finisi. Ashley Williamson also out there for the first time tonight, the freshman guard. And Williamson with the ball will run the point and has to go off her foot, but does recover. Being double teamed. Here's a pass down low. Melissa Curry gets one up. and it's off the mark, but Milan will retain it. It was off the fingertips of the Eagles, and Sydney Julian. Inbound pass to the far corner. Ball is lost, but Curry recovers. Dribbling around, nice movement, and she lays one off the glass. How did she find her way through that traffic? Good play by Melissa Curry, the sophomore. Rather, that's Ashley Williamson, excuse me. Williamson with a nice weave in traffic. And Jackson Christian just trying to get something on the board before this game is over. Under a minute to go now, and a three-pointer is off the mark. Whoa, a tweak of the ankle as Williamson went down and lost the ball. Here's Hannah DeWitt, who's into the game, and DeWitt has the ball knocked away. Scrum for it on the floor, a jump ball. This time it'll go the way of Jackson Christian. And this has been all Milan in the second half. Just 5 points scored by Jackson Christian, a 41-19 lead, a 21-point game for Milan. And this is the most points they've scored in a single game this year. They've only had 2 prior to this one, but 32 and 36, the totals they put up in their previous contests. 3 ball doesn't go. Only 1 3-pointer made tonight for Jackson Christian. That was by Trinity Brooks in the second, or rather the first half, second period. She still leads the way with 8. And a shoving foul by Ava Adams along the key. And with 23 seconds to go in this one, the Bulldogs will shoot free throws. So Williamson already with a bucket after a nice layup. We'll try and add a couple more to her total. Well, just one actually, as Jackson Christian was in the penalty there. Doesn't go. Here's Jones, and she gets one up. Doesn't go. Thought she was fouled. Now a tangling for the ball. It's a jump ball, and it'll go the other way this time with Milan High. That was Michaela Williams who managed to lock her arms around the ball. Just 10 seconds to go. The Bulldogs will dribble out the clock and put an end to this one as Williamson brings it into the front court. And the final second ticks down, and that is your contest here on a Tuesday night between Milan High and Jackson Christian. This was a statement win for Milan High. 41-19 the final score. They put an end to the strong 3-0 start for the Jackson Christian Eagles as they fall to 3-1. And Kendall Dancy has to be really thrilled with the performance out of Milan High and his girls in the second half, who had just 18 in the first. And you do the quick math, finished with 23 in the second half and hold the Jackson Christian Eagles to just 5. So a 23-5 outscoring in the second half. You thought there might have been an adjustment made by Jackson Christian, but it was Atia Burns who was really able to reinforce herself into the game and finishes as the leading scorer for Milan High with 11. Other mentions in this game, Iana Hall, who did a good chunk of the scoring in the second quarter, finishes with 8. She took over a big chunk of the workload after Burns was double-teamed in the second. Brooklyn Spates also finished strong in the second half with 9 total on the night. As for Jackson Christian, leading the way, Trinity Brooks with 7, make it 8 on the game. Taylor Baines also cashed in with 5. Sydney Julian, a pair of points. Lexi Bell and Lily Barnes, other scorers tonight for the Jackson Christian Eagles. We will go ahead and take about a 6 or 7 minute break between our completed game and the next game, which features the boys, Jackson Christian and Milan High, going head-to-head. Should be a fun one as the gymnasium here at Mayo Wheeler continues to fill in safely, though, with masks and social distancing as necessary. We'll strap ours on during the break, and we'll be back to preview this matchup between Milan High and the Jackson Christian Eagles. The men are next on WNWS.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Toyos of Toyos Clinic. Are you ready to enjoy freedom from glasses and contact lenses? We now offer the latest technology, flapless LASIK. With flapless LASIK, the very next day you can swim, work out, wear makeup. Call our LASIK concierge for a free consultation. 800-603-1989, 800-603-1989. Toyos Clinic, flapless LASIK. See better, look better.
Hi guys, it's the Christmas season. King Jewelers is so excited to have something to celebrate. We're going to have crazy fun specials all month, so be sure to follow us on Facebook, where we're going to announce things like Manic Monday, Win on Wednesday, Freaky Friday, Psycho Saturdays, lots of insanity. But on a more serious note, if you're planning a custom piece for someone for Christmas, now's the time to get in and get that started. King Jewelers, 664-8188, where great things are always in store. Be sure and check us out on Facebook.
For all those sweet tooths out there, McDonald's proudly presents their new bakery sweets, including the icy glazed cinnamon roll, the blueberry muffin busting with flavor, and the delicious flaky apple fritter. They're all here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guaranteed to hit the spot. Enjoy them now, West Tennessee, at all Jackson locations, Bells, Brownsville, Medina, and Humboldt. McDonald's is loving high school academics and athletics. The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
If your insurance policy is coming up for renewal, don't just send in a check. Do yourself a favor and contact Shanna Tabor at Farmers Insurance. Shanna helps customers like you identify the coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about your insurance. Shanna has the tools and knowledge to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, life, or business insurance.
And I may save you hundreds of dollars. Hello, this is Shanna Tabor, your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by my office on University Parkway next to the post office for a free quote or find me at stabor@farmersagent.com.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
Sometimes buying or selling a house is like the flip of a coin. Just like in the game of football, it could be heads or tails. If you want a real winner to sell your home, call Kimberly Evans. Kimberly and her team will take the ball and get it across the goal line. Score a touchdown with a championship realtor, Kimberly Evans with Coldwell Banker. Call Kimberly today, 731-697-8558, 731-697-8558, KimberlyEvans.com.
Hi, I'm Grover King, owner and jeweler of King Jewelers. I opened King Jewelers 22 years ago and made it my mission to provide you with quality jewelry at an affordable price. With over 35 years experience as a jeweler, you can feel safe knowing your jewelry is in good hands. Whether you just need a ring sized or want to create a custom engagement ring, King Jewelers will help. My employees are knowledgeable and we put customer service first. No job is too small and every person that walks through our door is important to us. Come to see us at King Jewelers today. 16 Conrad Drive, 664-8188. Shop us online at kingjewelersjackson.com.
I can save you mega bucks if you come in right now. What that really means is I jacked the price way up so I can discount it to make you think you got a deal.
Let's skip all that. Hey, my name is Sarah Beth Langley, and if you actually want to save some money, come visit my family at Jean Langley Ford in Humboldt. We are a small dealership with low overhead. We save, so you save. At Jean Langley Ford, we care about our customers. We don't want to push or trick you. We just want to earn your business, and we don't mind proving it with our low prices and excellent service. So yeah, you can be fooled into thinking you got a deal at that big, mega, huge sale, or you can skip the scam and come to Jean Langley Ford. Let my family show you Southern hospitality at its best. Kick back, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy checking out our lot. We'll give you top dollar for your trade and put you in the vehicle that you want to be in for truly the lowest price around. You really should try Jean Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep. Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto Sales, Airways, and 45 Bypass in Jackson are online at Old Country.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered. Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at macpestcontrol.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
Your daughter got her learner's permit. And to celebrate, you're on your way to get her favorites at McDonald's. And you let her drive. Now, if you could just make it to the drive-thru, enjoying the journey together, that's something to value.
Choose your $3 bundle. Pair either the deliciously cheesy McDouble or the boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken with small fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
Welcome back with us on WNWS.com. Andrew Chapman joining you from Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium, where it's time for the boys to take the court. The Milan High Bulldogs taking on the Jackson Christian Eagles. And high school basketball just underway, but these two teams are starting to fall into form. For Milan High, they come in at 1-1. Just like the girls, they're also led by head coach Kendall Dancy. Mike Gaines and Dylan Dancy are the two assistant coaches for Milan High. As for Jackson Christian, they look for their third straight win to open the year. They come in at 2-0. Kyle Teekman, he is the head coach. Drew Pirtle and Antoine Long are the two assistants for the Jackson Christian Eagles. Jackson Christian, they will be in their road blues tonight. The blue tank tops and blue shorts. The white lettering, black lettering spelling out Eagles. The white numbers on the front. The blue diamond trim, blue and white diamond trim on the shorts. As for Milan High, they're in their home whites. Purple lettering spelling out Milan across the chest and the purple numbers on the front and the back with a purple detail down the side of the shorts. The two starting lineups are getting announced for us, so as we get these lineups announced, we'll make sure we mark those as well and give them to you here in just a moment. The crowd's filled in pretty well here as well at Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium. Everyone doing so safely, though, properly spaced out as well as you can. Everybody with masks on as well. A little different than a high school football stadium where you're outdoors. Got to be extra careful here indoors, but cheerleaders, the fans, they're ready to go. This is a big-time rivalry here between Jackson Christian and Milan High. We're coming off a game where Jackson Christian, the ladies, were unable to beat out Milan High, falling by 21, the final score. And these two teams are just about ready to go. We'll continue to spot out the starters here for you. As it's Peyton Tinsley who is going to square off with Easton Yates for the Milan High Bulldogs. And the tip is up, and it goes Milan's way. Taking the ball up is Camaris Turner, and a nice behind-the-back bounce. Gets a reaction out of the crowd right away. Turner, he's double-teamed, and he gives off to the left wing. A front pass is broken up on the floor, and a high arcing pass cross court is grabbed again by the Bulldogs, and they regather possession. There's a fake shot. Adam Arnold in the starting five for the Bulldogs. His pass down low leads to a shot and a foul. That was Easton Yates trying to put it up. Jadarius Robinson, he is also in there for the Bulldogs. Running the point, here's Adam Arnold, and he drives with the right hand. Nice defense being played by Aiden Shaw, and the pass is broken up. Grabbed by the Eagles, and there's Will Cisco. Cisco to Dylan Arnold, and he misses a three-pointer, but it's pulled down by the big Peyton Tinsley. The senior with the board, he gives, and a shot in and out. It rattled out for Dylan Arnold and was still scoreless just a couple minutes in here in the opening period. Back with the Bulldogs. And a drive through the key. The shot is up, and they're going to call a foul, but they'll say it's before the shot, so not in the act of shooting. No and one. And it'll be a baseline inbound. Fouled was Camaris Turner. Turner, a nice dribbler who's already shook a couple of guys with the dribbling so far tonight. And he has it on the left wing. The senior point guard, left-hand dribble. He lost the ball, and it's out of bounds. Going the other way, and Jackson Christian will grab possession. There's a timeout. Both these offenses looking for something. We'll go ahead and take a quick break here on WNWS.com. Back in just a moment.
With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs. Let them design the perfect landscape for you, as well as irrigation work, hardscape installation, and low-voltage landscape lighting installation. They do it all at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape, 234-0823, Tennessee Charter number 5398.
Just underway in the opening period. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed anything. It's scoreless between the Milan Bulldogs and the Jackson Christian Eagles, but it is no more. A nice over-the-top lead pass feeds Peyton Tinsley, and he opens the scoring on the night. 2-0 Eagles here in the opening period. Turner, the point guard, brings it up. Pass is deflected and stolen away by Will Cisco, and he has his pass stolen. Back and forth we go. Track meet early on, both sides scrambling to do something. And here's Camaris Turner, who floated one up. It was off the mark, but he got fouled. So Turner will go to the line and try and put the first couple points on the board for Milan. And looks like it was actually an inbound. Here's Adam Arnold. Arnold gives to Turner. Looking into the eyes of Dylan Arnold. Right-hand dribble. Quick throw up, and it's no good. And anybody's ball out of bounds. Jadarius Robinson came down with it. But he was out of bounds when he grabbed possession. So Eagles with the ball. Here's a pass down low. Quick turnaround. Left-hand layup is good. There's Cameron Manners, the senior big man, with the second bucket on the night for the Eagles. So Tinsley and Manners, the two scorers early on. It's 4-0. A nice spin move, a layup, no good. Looked like Turner might have been obstructed because his layup was short. Here comes Arnold. Quick shot at the elbow, and it's off the mark. He had a good look at it, but an off-ball foul as Peyton Tinsley is going to be whistled. He kind of came flailing out of the key, but they'll whistle him for the push. And now a couple of subs coming on for the Eagles. Dania Brooks is on the court, and Aaron Smith, who also serves as the quarterback for the Jackson Christian football team, is on the court. Just over 5 minutes to go. Robinson kicks out far corner, and a three ball is on point for Adam Arnold. Knocks down the triple, and it opens the scoring for Milan back to a 1-point game. 4-3 here in the first. It's on the right wing with Cisco. And now right at the free throw stripe. A give to Brooks. Long three, too strong. And Milan going the other way. That Milan crowd has really come alive here at the start of this one. And the shot is off the mark. No good by Easton Yates. Both teams have had some misfires here early on. Again, it's very similar to the ladies' game in the fact that there's been a lot of defensive play, a lot of missed shots. Here's a foul and a finish. And one for Will Cisco, and he'll go to the line. Substitute coming on for the Eagles as well. Back out there is Cameron Manners. And checking out the other big man, Peyton Tinsley. So Manners, Tinsley, the two big seniors splitting some time. And here's the free throw from Cisco, and he completes the three-point play. After completing the and one effort, Will Cisco checks out, and on comes Birch Weems for the first time tonight. Here's a kick out from Robinson. Corner three is in and out, rattled around, but a nice defensive board. Robinson couldn't get the finish. He gets it again, though. Pair of offensive rebounds on the possession for Robinson. And now Milan still scrumming with the ball. They get one up, and a push-off. I believe they're going to call this on Easton Yates. Yates was down low. He was trying to get a shot up and might have pushed a guy in the process trying to gain the ball. Here's Arnold. Arnold to Aaron Smith. And a nice pass down low, wide open look. Oh, and it's in and out. Dylan Arnold had an easy layup and he missed it. Here's Turner. The shot off the iron and the rebound by Manners. Aaron Smith, a three. He got it. It rattled around. And the dual athlete, a lot of football players also on this Jackson Christian basketball team. So Aaron Smith making his mark. It's 10-3. And a charge on the baseline. Cameron Manners drew the charge against Adam Arnold. And now a timeout called. Kendall Dancy wants to talk it over. We'll take a quick break. 3:16 to go. And an early 7-point lead for Jackson Christian. It's 10-3 Eagles on WNWS.com.
Sakura set the standard in West Tennessee for Japanese sushi rolls and hibachi grill dishes. By popular demand, Sakura added a Chinese menu. For starters, egg drop and hot and sour soup. Entrees include chicken broccoli, sweet and sour chicken, Mongolian beef, and lo mein with your choice of meat. Our Chinese lunch menu starts at just $7.95. Sakura also delivers to your home or business, or you can call ahead for pickup at 664-2878. Sakura's dining area now open and serving at 50% capacity. Sakura on Carriage House Drive.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Sonic, McDonald's, and King Jewelers. We're with you from the campus of Milan High, a 10-3 Eagles lead. Here's a corner three from Smith, and he buries his second of the game. 13-3, a double-digit lead as Jackson Christian has come alive. Both these sides struggled shooting-wise early on, but now Jackson Christian's gotten it together. Back-to-back three-pointers hit by Aaron Smith. He leads the way with 6. And a foul as Easton Yates tried to go to the hoop. Aaron Smith was not a starter in this game, but since coming off the bench has hit a pair of three-pointers. Checking out for the Eagles is Dylan Arnold, and on comes Peyton Tinsley back into the game. 23, bodying 23. Now the kick back out up high. It's Dylan Todd. And he got fouled, hit on the forearm as he went up to the basket. And Todd will go to the line for the first time tonight. Try and get it back down to a single-digit deficit. Easton Yates not checking out, but going over to the sideline, and he's having a conversation with the assistant coach, Dylan Dancy. And the first shot is up and good. So Dylan Todd gets into the score column. Adam Arnold, the only player with a field goal so far for the Bulldogs, and he's 2 for 2 from the stripe. 13-5, an 8-point game with just about 2.5 minutes to go here in the opening period. It's Brooks out to Shaw, and Shaw gives to Aaron Smith. Smith, here's another long three. Did he get it? Yes, he did. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. And number 3 has 9 on the night. Aaron Smith now with the steal, and he's been the facilitator now. He's leading the way offensively. Here's a running floater, and they'll call the charge. Adam Arnold got right in the way of Aaron Smith, planted those feet, and went down to the court, but was able to draw the turnover. So 9 of the 13 points coming the way of Aaron Smith and his 3 3-pointers. Will Cisco, Tinsley, and Manners also combining for 3 field goals. Adam Arnold, the give off to the left wing. Here's Turner, a 17-footer is short, and the rebound pulled down by Tinsley. Danya Brooks, the senior, back to Tinsley, and they'll give to Smith on the left wing. Here's a float pass, and it's perfect. A little alley-oop layup as Aaron Smith looked like a quarterback on that one and gets his first assist on the night to go along with his 9 points. Here's a pass that's broken up on the left block. Scramble for it, and Jadarius Robinson comes up with the basketball. Turner trying to fight his way down low, and he traveled in the process. So Robinson will check out. Rather, Turner will check out after traveling. Also a new entry for the Eagles. Will Cisco is into the game. Aaron Smith stays out there along with Aiden Shaw. Freshman is in the game. Here's a pass down low, and it's good. Peyton Tinsley now with 6. Long 3 is good, nearly perfect as the net hardly moved. That 3 is from Gabe Scott, the freshman. Getting his first bit of action in this one. Smith with a high floater, it's good. 11 points in the first quarter from Smith, and it's a 22-8 lead for the Eagles. Another long 3, and that one comes up short. Tinsley able to pull it in before it went out of bounds, and the Eagles in quick transition trying to add on before the end of the quarter. And it got away from Dylan Arnold. Here's Jadarius Robinson. And he'll let the clock tick down with 15 seconds to go. Try and give the Bulldogs the final say here in the quarter. Here's a 3. It is blocked. Rejected by Aiden Shaw and going the other way. Will Cisco dribbling with the left hand. He's double teamed. Splits a pair of defenders, and he got it to go. Right as time expired, Will Cisco with a spin and a finish. It's 24-8 at the end of 1. This game started slow out of the blocks, but it has been all Jackson Christian over the final few minutes of the first period. Aaron Smith leads the way with 11. We take a break. The second quarter is next on WNWS.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Toyos of Toyos Clinic. Are you ready to enjoy freedom from glasses and contact lenses? We now offer the latest technology, flapless LASIK. With flapless LASIK, the very next day you can swim, work out, wear makeup. Call our LASIK concierge for a free consultation. 800-603-1989, 800-603-1989. Toyos Clinic, flapless LASIK. See better, look better.
Hi guys, it's the Christmas season. King Jewelers is so excited to have something to celebrate. We're going to have crazy fun specials all month, so be sure to follow us on Facebook, where we're going to announce things like Manic Monday, Win on Wednesday, Freaky Friday, Psycho Saturdays, lots of insanity. But on a more serious note, if you're planning a custom piece for someone for Christmas, now's the time to get in and get that started. King Jewelers, 664-8188, where great things are always in store. Be sure and check us out on Facebook.
Getting ready for the second period of action. 24-8. A big 16-point lead for the Jackson Christian Eagles. And it's been Aaron Smith supplying a lot of the offense, 11 points as a foul is called, off-ball foul for Jackson Christian. Walker Ray, the junior forward, will enter the game for the first time tonight. Will Cisco, Aaron Smith, along with Dylan Arnold also out there for the Eagles. At the elbow, a pass back out up high, and Camaris Turner, the senior point guard, will reset. Nice crossover, but good defense being played by Dylan Arnold. Far corner, open look, and it's in and out. Couldn't get the 3 to go. Gabe Scott thought he had his second of the game. Here's Arnold. He gives to Cisco. Into the key. Right hand. He got fouled in the process, and he will go to the line. Will Cisco with a pair of points in the first period. Peyton Tinsley, he's supplied some offense tonight as well, the senior forward, with 6 on the game. Cameron Manners also with a field goal. First shot for Cisco is off the mark, too strong. Kyle Teichman, the head coach for these Jackson Christian Eagles, has to be pretty satisfied with what he saw in the first period from his guys. The second shot was good, and it's 25-8. Cisco now with 3 points on the evening. Here's Turner. Nearly lost the ball. Cisco went down to a knee, wrestled it away, jump ball, and it will stay with Milan High. A buzzer and a sub for the Eagles. Peyton Tinsley enters on, and out goes Aaron Smith, who deserves some high fives from his teammates as he goes back to the bench, leads the way with 11, and a team-high 3 3-pointers. Here's a double team on Turner. He gets it off to Robinson. Corner 3 ball again, and that one is good. Second of the night from Gabe Scott. Hit another corner 3 in the first period, and that's kind of been his location on the court. Corner 3, get it to Scott. He can get you 3. Cisco on the left wing. Cross-court pass. Tinsley's going to try a 3, and it's an air ball. But Cisco, good awareness. He followed it up and got the rebound. Gives the Eagles a second chance. Backing down low. Here's a kick out. Walker Ray, pump fake, and a charge. Walker Ray did a good job to free up some space with the pump fake and found his way down low, but came in like a freight train and brought the man down. Sub on for Milan High, it's Carmelo Jones. Darius Robinson working as the point guard. Jones right back to Robinson. Robinson being guarded by Arnold, and he'll take him all the way near court. Nice behind-the-back move. There's the corner. Again, the 3, way too strong, though. They tried to go right back to Gabe Scott, who's hit a pair of 3-pointers so far. And a whistle was called. After just a short breather, Aaron Smith right back into the game for the Eagles, and Walker Ray will check out. There was actually a foul called on the previous play. That's what the whistle was for. And going to the line is Carmelo Jones. I believe this will only be for 1 shot. Actually, no, he'll get 2. Jackson Christian with another sub. Daniel Brooks. He comes back into the game. And the second free throw is good. 2 for 2 from the line is Carmelo Jones. And for the Milan Bulldogs, you just want to try and get it close to around 10 or cut it to single digits. They're back within 12. It's 25-13 with just under 6 minutes to go. Long 3. And it's off the mark. Aaron Smith, though, was in the perfect spot for the rebound. He kicks out to Tinsley. And Tinsley off the glass. Right-hand finish for his 3rd bucket of the game. He now has 8. Smith and Tinsley have combined for 19 of the Eagles' 27 points tonight. They have been facilitating the offense. Shoulder to shoulder, got the ball away from Robinson, but last touch by the Eagles. And a sub before the inbound as Cisco checks out in way of Birch Weems, who's on the floor for the second time tonight. Jadarius Robinson, the point guard. Nice move as he switches direction to his left, crossing between the legs, split a couple of defenders, feed down low, and a pump fake. No good, though. Wide open look by Carmelo Jones. He couldn't get it to fall. Aaron Smith nearly broke the ankles of Jones. And back up high, it's with Aiden Shaw, but a 3 goes Brooks' way, and he buries it. His first field goal of the game. And Just when you thought Milan was getting back in it within 12, they're now trailed by 17. It's 30-13. Here's Jones again, nearly got tripped up, got a shot up but missed off the left of the iron. And Aaron Smith came down with the rebound. Brooks right back up with it. Kick to the right wing, Shaw. He'll drive through the key. He's fouled, and the shot is off the mark. Aiden Shaw will go to the line for two. This Jackson Christian team, again, coming in 2-0. And they have looked great so far tonight. That one hung up there for a while. Wouldn't go for Aiden Shaw. Back into the game comes Walker Ray for the Eagles. And Easton Yates checks in for the Bulldogs. Second shot is good. And Aiden Shaw goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. And he'll check out right after making that free throw. And the double check, who just checked in? I believe it was Dylan Arnold. Dylan Arnold's on the floor now. Robinson is going to commit the charge. Walker Ray was right there in the center of the key. And that was really just kind of a hip check between the two guys. I don't know if anybody had their feet set, but the Eagles got the call, and it's going back their way. 31-13. It's on the wing with Arnold. Arnold thought about it. He'll give to Weems, who tries a three, and he got it. Wide open look. And Birch Weems has his first points of the night. 5 3-pointers in the game for the Eagles. 3 by Smith, 1 by Brooks, and Birch Weems cashing in as well. It's on the block with Yates. And Walker Ray, good defense being played, wouldn't allow the shot to go in. Back in the game, Adam Arnold, and he gave it up. Dylan Arnold comes down with it. And here's Aaron Smith, who already has 3 3-pointers, working against Robinson. Fade away. He got it to go. That was a good shot, but he's called for the travel right before he got the shot up. I think that step-back effort by Aaron Smith was one step too many. 34-13, a whistle is blown. A timeout is called by the Milan Bulldogs. They have a long way to go. We'll see if they can try and get back in it before the half expires. We'll take a minute break here on WNWS.com.
For all those sweet tooths out there, McDonald's proudly presents their new bakery sweets, including the icy glazed cinnamon roll, the blueberry muffin busting with flavor, and the delicious flaky apple fritter. They're all here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guaranteed to hit the spot. Enjoy them now, West Tennessee, at all Jackson locations, Bells, Brownsville, Medina, and Humboldt. McDonald's is loving high school academics and athletics. The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
3:35 to go here in the opening half of action. All Jackson Christian in the first half, 34-13, and they get another turnover. Uncontested, Smith all the way up off the glass and in. He now has 13 on the game. Aaron Smith leading the way for this Jackson Christian offense. Milan High's crowd, who was rambunctious in the opening minutes, has been largely silenced since this lead has swelled to 23. Back with the Eagles, and now for Dylan Arnold. He's just going to control the tempo as the clock ticks under 3 minutes. Give to Brooks, who will work it around with the left hand. Oh, thought he was going to have Dylan Arnold streaking towards the bucket, and Arnold just never had a lane. .245 to go in the half, and Jadarius Robinson will slowly work it up. Gabe Scott, he was contested, has to kick it back out high to Adam Arnold, who has 3 points on the night. Baseline feed, in comes Robinson, and they're going to call him for a charge. Robinson doesn't like that. I can't imagine that Kendall Dancy does either. A lot of the Milan crowd doesn't like that call, and I don't know. Jadarius Robinson wasn't really moving towards the bucket. He just kind of shouldered back, and that's what they called him for. Didn't actually have momentum moving into the defender. But regardless, another charge, and there's been a few of them this half for the Bulldogs. Now at the Eagles, it's Tinsley at the free throw stripe. He gives off to Arnold on the wing. Arnold working against Yates, and Tinsley, he gets called with a charge on the other end. Same kind of thing. At least if you're going to call it, at least it's consistent. Tinsley didn't really have a ton of momentum towards the bucket, just kind of turned, shouldered his defender, and that was enough to draw the charge. So the Bulldogs back with it. It's a 23-point deficit, and you really got to try and just maybe cut it to 15 if you can in the last 2 minutes. The shot is off the mark, and scrambling to recover is Deontay Lumpkin. First time we've called his name, newly checked into the game. Lumpkin, the freshman guard, getting his first minutes on the night. A slip along the perimeter, and I believe they're going to whistle a foul as Adam Arnold went down to the floor. So Arnold will go to the stripe with the Eagles in the penalty. And he'll get a pair of shots. First one is up, and it's good. Arnold with 4. Gabe Scott still leads the way with his pair of three-pointers. And Arnold finishes 2 for 2 from the line. Cisco with it on the wing. He gives to Brooks at the free throw stripe. Cisco thought about it, and he's looking for some help. Finds the lane up along the key, and he will be fouled. Sounded like there was a lot of ball there, but just enough to obstruct him. The foul will go against number 23, Easton Yates. Will Cisco will go to the line for the second time tonight. Completed a three-point play back in the opening period, and those are his only 3 points on the night. Now make it 4 as his first bucket is good. And now the biggest man on the floor for Milan High, Nick Whitledge, the senior center, will check into the game. And out goes Easton Yates, who just committed the foul. A perfect 2 for 2. Will Cisco brings his nightly total up to 5. 38-15 with just over a minute to go. Adam Arnold over to the wing. Big man down low using that body, and it's high off the glass. First bit of action we've seen from Nick Whitledge, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of wondering why it took so long to see the big man out there. They've had trouble working the low post, and they've needed that big body in the game. Cisco fouled again, and he finishes. And he'll go to the line for the third time, his second chance tonight at a three-point play. Well, Cisco with 4 points in just the last 30 seconds for the Eagles. And the shot is good. So 8 points on the night for Cisco. Aaron Smith still leading the way for the Eagles with his 13. And, slipped out of the fingers of Carmelo Jones, excuse me. That was a crisp pass going his way, and I don't know if he was ready for it to get to him that quick. Here's Cisco up high, and a handoff and a foul. See, the foul is on. It looked like Dylan Arnold got fouled as he kind of came around and tried to drive to the bucket. He'll end up going to the line for 2. This Jackson Christian offense right now on pace for north of 80 points as Dylan Arnold makes his first bucket of the game. Their first 2 games against Carroll Academy and Hollow Rock, they put up 67 and 61 respectively. So if everything keeps pace at this point, 43-17 turned into a blowout here in the first half. Jackson Christian is well on their way to setting a new season-high point total. Cisco intercepted the pass. a nice anticipation of that one. Here's Smith looking for another three, and he misfires. Was looking for his fourth three-pointer on the night. And the Bulldogs with 30 seconds left will try and get at least one score, and they'll say that's off the fingertips of Dylan Arnold. He just tipped that off the fingers. And a sideline inbound coming from DeAndre Lumpkin. Here's a three, no good. Carmelo Jones couldn't get it to fall. And with under 20 seconds to go, the Eagles will slowly bring this thing up and try and get the final shot of the game, or excuse me, the half. Well, Cisco gives that pass right to Arnold. It's broken up again. They tried that same maneuver. Now here's Carmelo Jones trying to hold on to the ball. He hits the deck, and the ball is still up for grabs, and the horn blows. That is the half. A mad scramble over the last 30 seconds. Both sides exchanging possessions and a couple of turnovers along the way. But that is the end of the half. And for Milan High, their head coach, Kendall Dancy, will have to make some adjustments. For Jackson Christian, they are well on their way to setting a new season high in points. They lead 43-17. A blowout in the first half. We'll see if the second half can narrow things a bit. 10-minute halftime. We will be back in just about 3 minutes for the halftime report, give you some point totals, and tell you what to look for here in the second half. Back in just a moment on WNWS.com.
If your insurance policy is coming up for renewal, don't just send in a check. Do yourself a favor and contact Shanna Tabor at Farmers Insurance. Shanna helps customers like you identify the coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about your insurance. Shanna has the tools and knowledge to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, life, or business insurance.
And I may save you hundreds of dollars. Hello, this is Shanna Tabor, your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by my office on University Parkway next to the post office for a free quote, or find me at stabor@farmersagent.com.
For more than 50 years, Jackson State Community College has helped West Tennessee students prepare for success. Now more than ever, Jackson State is here to help our students navigate the challenging times in front of us. We don't know what the future holds, but we know that Jackson State will be here to support our students in the communities of West Tennessee. Visit the COVID-19 page at jscc.edu/COVID for the latest updates and the resources you need to be successful. Jackson State, invested in your success.
Sometimes buying or selling a house is like the flip of a coin. Just like in the game of football, it could be heads or tails. If you want a real winner to sell your home, call Kimberly Evans. Kimberly and her team will take the ball and get it across the goal line. Score a touchdown with a championship realtor, Kimberly Evans with Coldwell Banker. Call Kimberly today, 731-697-8558. 731-697-8558. KimberlyEvans.com.
Hi, I'm Grover King, owner and jeweler of King Jewelers. I opened King Jewelers 22 years ago and made it my mission to provide you with quality jewelry at an affordable price. With over 35 years experience as a jeweler, you can feel safe knowing your jewelry is in good hands. Whether you just need a ring sized or want to create a custom engagement ring, King Jewelers will help. My employees are knowledgeable and we put customer service first. No job is too small and every person that walks through our door is important to us. Come to see us at King Jewelers today. 16 Conrad Drive, 664-8188. Shop us online at kingjewelersjackson.com.
I can save you mega bucks if you come in right now. Now! What that really means is I jacked the price way up so I can discount it to make you think you got a deal.
Let's skip all that. Hey, my name is Sarah Beth Langley, and if you actually want to save some money, come visit my family at Jean Langley Ford in Humboldt. We are a small dealership with low overhead. We save, so you save. At Jean Langley Ford, we care about our customers. We don't want to push or trick you. We just want to earn your business, and we don't mind proving it with our low prices and excellent service. So yeah, you can be fooled into thinking you got a deal at that big, mega, huge sale, or you can skip the scam and come to Jean Langley Ford. Let my family show you Southern hospitality at its best. Kick back, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy checking out our lot. We'll give you top dollar for your trade and put you in the vehicle that you want to be in for truly the lowest price around. You really should try Jean Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service built.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep, Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 Bypass in Jackson or online at Old Country.
It's halftime at Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium, and the Jackson Christian Eagles with a dominant first half of action. They lead the Milan Bulldogs 43-17 at the half. Hi, everyone. Andrew Chapman back with you. If you missed the first half of action, it was kind of slow out of the gate, both sides with turnovers and missed shots. And then Aaron Smith off the bench, he caught fire with 3 straight three-pointers. He leads the way for Jackson Christian with 13 points. Other notable scorers, Will Sisko, he had a pair of three-point plays and 1 efforts that he was able to complete. Peyton Tinsley also with 8. Will Sisko with 8 in the game as well. The leading scorer for the Milan High Bulldogs is Gabe Scott. The one success that Milan High has had is getting Gabe Scott open on the corner perimeter. He's been the sharpshooter. The freshman so far leads the way in point total for the Milan High Bulldogs with those 6. Adam Arnold, the sophomore guard, has also been able to supply 5 points of his own. We'd like to shout out our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. We couldn't bring you tonight's action without our great supporting crew around the Jackson community. Our broadcast brought to you by Sonic, McDonald's, King Jewelers, fine jewelry and friendly staff, along with Jackson State Community College, Old Country Auto, reliable lawn care and landscaping, along with Gene Langley Ford. Our broadcast is also brought to you by Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's Body Shop, committed to quality. House of Hair. Sarah of Jackson, one destination, so many choices. Sarah of Jackson. We're also brought to you tonight by Allegra Printing, Allegra Marketing, Print, and Sign Company. Roberts Jewelers, state-of-the-art jewelry at Roberts Jewelers, the Bank of Crockett, along with Thompson and Smith Insurance. You can check them out at thompsonandsmithinsurance.com. Just about 4 minutes to go here in the half. The Jackson Christian Eagles reemerging from the locker room. We await the Bulldogs, who trail 43-17. Jackson Christian on pace to score their season high in points, over 80 if they keep things up. We'll see what's in store in the second half. We'll take another quick 3-minute break, and we'll be back for the second half of action from Milan High School on the other side of the break.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since Lonnie Cobb took over. Nope, looks like they've got a larger selection now. Yep, they still have friendly folks to help you. Yep, it's the same laid-back atmosphere people expect from Old Country Auto. Yep, check out that family looking at that SUV. Yep, think they can buy? Nope. Well, they did and got a great deal, too. Yep, Lonnie Cobb's Old Country Auto sells Airways and 45 Bypass in Jackson or online at Old Country Auto.
Leave the termites dead. Make sure the ants won't spread. Have no fear, we got your back.
You're the best, Mac.
Mac, the bug stops here.
Whether it be bugs, termites, or moisture issues, Mac Pest Control has you covered. Russ McKelvey with Mac Pest Control, servicing Jackson, Memphis, and Greater West Tennessee. Have you been experiencing issues with mold, fungus, or moisture in your crawl space? Give us a shout at MacPestControl.com and we'll line you up for a free inspection.
Your daughter got her learner's permit. And to celebrate, you're on your way to get her favorites at McDonald's. And you let her drive. Now, if you could just make it to the drive-thru, enjoying the journey together, that's something to value.
Choose your $3 bundle. Pair either the deliciously cheesy McDouble or the boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken with small fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
Don't fumble the ball when it's time to choose a body shop. Choose Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and has rental cars on site for your convenience. Free estimates and free local pickup and delivery. If other drivers were off sides and your car suffered a little unnecessary roughness, remember it's a win every time at Mitchell's. For a safe and economical repair, getting you and your car back in the game. Like Mitchell's Body Shop on Facebook. They're giving away tickets to some of your favorite games. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive. With 17 years experience, Tim Armstrong and his team at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape are just what you need for weed control and fertilization for turf and landscape beds, as well as pest control and fungus on trees and shrubs. Let them design the perfect landscape for you, as well as irrigation work, hardscape installation, and low voltage landscape lighting installation. They do it all at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscape, 234-0823, Tennessee Charter number 5398.
Thanks for joining us here tonight from Milan High School, where the second half of action between Jackson Christian and Milan High is just about ready to tip off. 43-17, Jackson Christian trying to improve to 3-0 on the young season. If Milan cannot find their way back in this thing or try and make it close, they risk falling to 1-2 over their first 3 games. Jackson Christian will get the ball to start, and off we go in the second half. At this pace, Jackson Christian on pace to score over 80, which would be a new season high for this Eagles team. Will Cisco gives to Tinsley at the free throw line, and they kick out to Dylan Arnold. Back up high to Cisco. Here's a left wing 3, a wide open look, and Dylan Arnold connects from long distance. His first field goal of the game is a three-pointer, the 6th three-pointer in the game for the Eagles. Aaron Smith supplying 3 of them. Here's Turner. Throws one up with the right hand, and it's off the mark. It was high off the glass, and the rebound is pulled down by Tinsley. Cameron Manners is also out there, part of the starting 5 to begin the second half of action. Cisco to Arnold in the corner. He fakes a move, throws one up. 17-footer off the mark, but the rebound pulled down by Tinsley. A whistle and a push-off will be called. I believe that Tinsley is going to go to the line. No, it'll be a baseline inbound, so I think they'll say that Tinsley was shoved on the play. Didn't get a look at the number of who they called on Milan, but Eagles ball, and the inbound goes right back to Arnold. Nice pass to Manners, and a wide-open left-hand lay-in is good. That was great movement. Dylan Arnold coming off the rebound, got the ball right back in the key. He got all the attention to double team and left Manners wide open. So first 2 buckets out of the gate going Jackson Christian's way as they extend their big lead. And they're able to come down with the rebound after the missed shot, but a nice steal and then a lost ball. Jadarius Robinson was working hard on the defensive side, tried to keep that play alive. And back into the game, Aaron Smith. Same kind of thing. We'll see if Smith can get into it right away. He was not a starter in this game, but the moment he got subbed on in the first period, hit a pair of 3-pointers, then hit 3 in a row, and he quickly led the way. And Manners is going to get whistled. He just grabbed Turner and said, "You're not getting a wide open sprint to the bucket. I'll take the foul instead." Leading the way in scoring for Milan is Gabe Scott with his pair of 3-pointers in the opening half. Here's a long 3, and it's good. Nothing but net from Adam Arnold. And now he leads the way in scoring. His 3rd bucket on the game. He has 8 for the Bulldogs. Cisco over to Smith on the wing. Smith to Arnold. Fake shot. Wide open. And he goes to the glass for 2. Nice play by Dylan Arnold, who has 4 points here to open the second half. A 50-20 game. 30-point lead for Jackson Christian. The shot swirls around, and down it goes. First bucket for Camaris Turner. Smith along the baseline, pass down low. Tinsley couldn't finish, gets his own rebound, no good. Manners got 2 hands on it, and he was fouled as he went to the bucket. Second and third chance opportunities for Jackson Christian. Getting whistled on that play, by the way, is Easton Yates. Nick Whitledge is getting ready to check in for Milan. On comes the big man as Cameron Manners knocks down the free throw, and he now has 3 points. Second free throw, no good. Tinsley nearly got a finger on it. But it's Whitledge pulling down the rebound. Robinson over to Turner. He's being guarded closely by Arnold. Turnaround jump shot, he got it. That was crafty. Stopped on a dime, gave it a 360 spin, and elevated for 2 points. Back-to-back buckets for Turner and the Bulldogs. Turner has 4. And a whistle blown in the far corner. That is a timeout called. And Kyle Tickman, the head coach, wants to talk it over. 51-24, a big lead for the Eagles. We are back in a minute on WNWS.com.
Sakura set the standard in West Tennessee for Japanese sushi rolls and hibachi grill dishes. By popular demand, Sakura added a Chinese menu. For starters, egg drop and hot and sour soup. Entrees include chicken broccoli, sweet and sour chicken, Mongolian beef, and lo mein with your choice of meat. Our Chinese lunch menu starts at just $7.95. Sakura also delivers to your home or business, or you can call ahead for pickup at 664-2878. Sakura's dining area now open and serving at 50% capacity. Sakura on Carriage House Drive.
The Milan Bulldogs trying to scratch and claw their way back in it. They've gotten buckets on back-to-back possessions, but it's still a long road to go. Now here's a pass deflected. It's grabbed. Turner going the other way, and he stops and pops, gets it. 3 straight buckets for Camaris Turner as he has suddenly turned his night around. He now has 6. And out of the timeout, Milan got the turnover and the bucket. Here's Smith wide open. Does he have another? No, it's just short. Tinsley had it for a moment, and then he lost it. Tinsley smacks the hands together. Not happy that he had that basketball and a chance to recover. And they get another turnover. Milan trying to go on an 8-0 run. They've scored 3 straight unanswered buckets. Will Cisco and Whitledge came together, and the foul is called on Cisco. They were kind of tangled, their 2 arms shoulder to shoulder. The only guy that can really body up Nick Whitledge down there is Peyton Tinsley, and Whitledge still has the wider frame, so here's the 2 big men going head-to-head, and a foul is called. Whitledge will go to the line and shoot 2. And they will not say that he was shooting. I thought he was starting to elevate towards the bucket. Instead, they'll say a foul and a baseline inbound. It's Robinson giving it up high to Adam Arnold. Arnold going up against Smith. Big man battle again down low. Whitledge turns, and it's off the left iron. Tinsley down with the rebound. Dylan Arnold will bring it up for the Eagles. Had a moment, thought about the shot. Instead gives to Camarius Turner, who is now in the game. Back with Turner, who gives down to Tinsley. Tinsley follows up, offensive board, and it's good. Tinsley now into double digits. He has 10 on the game. He is the second leading scorer behind Aaron Smith and his 13 points. Long 3. That was from long distance, no good. Turner somehow came down with the rebound, and he is fouled. Peyton Tinsley whistled for another foul. Again, I don't have the official count in front of me on fouls, but I believe that's the 4th now on Tinsley. So you got to wonder, at one point his night might come into jeopardy, and it looks like Walker Ray, the junior, is getting ready to take him off the floor. So here comes Ray for the first time in the second half. Walker Ray 0 from the field, had a couple of missed shots in the first half. He'll now take over and add some size to the lineup. Shot's good from Turner. And it's 53-27. And a walk right as Danya Brooks started to move towards the bucket. He took 1 step too many. Bulldogs still trailing by 26. They trailed as much as 30 earlier in this half. Went on a nice little 6-0 run, but Jackson Christian has mostly recovered from that. And we'll see if they call the shot good. No, it's going to be a baseline inbound, as Camaris Turner went to the bucket. Jadarius Robinson will inbound, and a quick three-pointer is thrown up, and it's good. Adam Arnold, hand in his face, contested and fading to his right, somehow got that to go in. One of the prettiest shots we've seen so far this evening from the Bulldogs. And Adam Arnold adds to his team lead. He has 11. There's a travel. Dylan Arnold tried to get the sneakers to stick to the floor, and he just kept sliding. They call him for a travel. Turner, the point guard, working off his screen. Quick three. He buries it. Back-to-back three-pointers from Arnold and Turner, and much more so than the first half. Milan's been able to go on a couple of runs. Missed shot by Brooks, and a whistle on the rebound attempt. It's going Milan's way. 20-point game. And for Milan right now, you almost have to just do it in 10-point chunks. You were trailing by 30 early on in this second half. Now you trail by 20 with just over 2.5 minutes to go. So a nice recovery by Milan, much more efficient in the second half, and mostly because they've been able to add the three-pointer. Checked into the game is Carmelo Jones. Here's Turner, and a whistle is blown. Kendall Dancy wants to talk things over with his team. He called a timeout, something he didn't like on that offensive sequence, and he's barking at his team right now. Again, trail by 20, 53-33. We take a 30-second break. 2:19 to go in the third here at Milan High.
Hi, I'm Dr. Toyos of Toyos Clinic. Are you ready to enjoy freedom from glasses and contact lenses? We now offer the latest technology, flapless LASIK. With flapless LASIK, the very next day you can swim, work out, wear makeup. Call our LASIK concierge for a free consultation. 800-603-1989, 800-603-1989. Toyos Clinic, flapless LASIK. See better, look better.
All right, before the timeout call, Kendall Dancy was noticeably frustrated with his team, was barking a lot at his point guard, Camaris Turner. Turner back out there on the court, along with Jadarius Robinson, who will inbound right in front of the Milan bench. The inbound goes to Turner. It's a 20-point game. Milan trailed by as many as 30 here in the third quarter. There's a pass as Robinson gives to Turner, cutting through the lane, and he finishes. Now Kendall Dancy throws the hand up in the air. He says, how about that? His conversation with his boys during the timeout has cut their deficit under 20. 53-35, long three incoming, and it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Jadarius Robinson. It's been an 8-0 run from Milan High. Corner, thought about it, kick it back out to the wing. Three ball on the way, no good. Adam Arnold had a wide open look. He hit a big three just moments ago. Another three as we're playing the long ball game now. Birch Weems tried to get that three to go, but it's right back with Milan. Minute 30 in the third quarter, 53-35. Only 10 points scored for Jackson Christian here in the third quarter. It's been all Milan High since the break, and a foul was called. I believe they're going to hit Cameron Manners with this one, and it'll send Adam Arnold to the line, who leads the way with 11 tonight for the Bulldogs. Now the first one's no good. More so than anything, too, I'll mention that the Milan High crowd directly below us, which is filled in nicely tonight, has really been brought back into this game since this second half run put together by the Bulldogs, as Arnold gets the second of two to fall. Now 12 on the night for the sophomore guard. The Milan crowd was quieted for most of the second quarter, but here in the half, they've gotten rowdy once again. And a timeout called after some pressure at the half-court line. It's Jackson Christian that wants the timeout. They want to reset the offense with a minute to go here in the third quarter and try and get a couple of points on the board. The lead has fallen to 17. Jackson Christian still in control, but Milan chipping away. Back in 30 seconds on WNWS.com.
Hi guys, it's the Christmas season. King Jewelers is so excited to have something to celebrate. We're going to have crazy fun specials all month, so be sure to follow us on Facebook, where we're going to announce things like Manic Monday, Win on Wednesday, Freaky Friday, Psycho Saturdays, lots of insanity. But on a more serious note, if you're planning a custom piece for someone for Christmas, now's the time to get in and get that started. King Jewelers, 664-8188, where great things are always in store. Be sure and check us out on Facebook.
Jackson Christian basketball as we are within the final minute of the third quarter. Birch Weems inbounds into the backcourt to Dylan Arnold, who will bring it up. Milan has gone on an 8-0 run against the Eagles. Here's a pass down low. Nice streaking to the hoop effort from Aaron Smith. And he gets back on the board. Has been quiet in the second half after his 13 first half points. That's his first bucket of the quarter. He now leads the way with 15. Puts an end to the scoring drought for Jackson Christian in the process. That was a big bucket that the Eagles probably felt like they needed. Shoulder to shoulder along the free throw stripe. And the foul is called. Camaris Turner was on the receiving end of that one. And he will go to the stripe. For 2 shots. First one is good. So Turner, he's into double digits, now with 10. Adam Arnold, the sophomore, he leads the way with 12. Gabe Scott, we haven't seen a lot of here in the second half, who hit a pair of three-pointers in the first half, has 6. So both free throws good for Turner. He now has 11, and they're going to apply as much pressure as they can into the backcourt and try and make this difficult for the Eagles offense, and it's stolen away. Turner read it perfectly all the way to the hoop, and he has a bucket. 15 seconds to go. Turner instinctively picked that one off. He saw it the whole way, and he's rewarded on the other end. See if Jackson Christian can try and get up the final shot. Just 5 seconds to go. Clock ticking down, and the throw is off the mark. 2 seconds remain on the clock. 2.5, that is, 2.5. The Eagles will make a couple of subs just on the defensive end because now Milan will get the final shot, and they have suddenly cut this thing down to 15. Clock ticking. Here's a half-court heave. Did he get it off in time? The shot is off the mark, and that is the end of the period. But what a comeback by Milan, and they've made this thing a game as we go into the final quarter. Trailed as many by 30. It's now a 55-40 game from Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium. Back in a minute as we head to the fourth on WNWS.com.
For all those sweet tooths out there, McDonald's proudly presents their new bakery sweets, including the icy glazed cinnamon roll, the blueberry muffin busting with flavor, and the delicious flaky apple fritter. They're all here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guaranteed to hit the spot. Enjoy them now, West Tennessee, at all Jackson locations, Bells, Brownsville, Medina, and Humboldt. McDonald's is loving high school academics and athletics. The temperature may be dropping, but things are heating up at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations with the delicious new Queso Burger. Just imagine that toasty Sonic burger bun with a sizzling burger patty topped with shredded cheddar cheese, grilled onions, Hatch green chilies with a zesty cheese sauce and mayo. Guaranteed to warm you up on these cool nights. The delicious Queso Burger waiting on you now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. Sonic truly is America's drive-in.
Back from Mayo Wheeler Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Milan High School. Andrew Chapman with you for the final 8 minutes of action. This was a 43-17 game at the half, and Milan quickly firing up a 3 to begin the fourth quarter. It's no good, and they come back up with the ball. Carmelo Jones fighting for it. And it's back with the Bulldogs offense. 3-ball, Turner, air ball, and it's out of play. The Eagles will take over possession. But early on in the third period, it was a 30-point game, 50-20. The Eagles were on top. They were surging. And suddenly you look at the scoreboard, it's down to 15, 55-40. And Milan has certainly come back from the dead, really, and made this a game. Good defense being played by Carmelo Jones. Dylan Arnold looking for options. Here's Brooks. He fires up a three-pointer, and it's off the front of the rim. He missed short, but the rebound comes up with Arnold. Arnold will reset the offense as he's shadowed by Jones. Aaron Smith newly entered into the game. There's a nice feed down low, but a recovery by Robinson. He stuck a hand in there, and he's whistled for the foul. First of the period for the Bulldogs, and it'll be a baseline inbound for Jackson Christian. After just 17 points in the entire first half, Milan recovered with 23 in the third, and a nice left-handed finish. Cameron Manners threw it up, and he got the friendly bounce. Manners now with 5 on the night. Back up to a 17-point lead with under 7 minutes to go. Not a lot of room for mistakes, even though you've cut into the deficit. Oh, it's in and out. That one was down, and somehow it rattled out and wouldn't go for Adam Arnold. Brooks double-teamed and stolen away. Turner on the other end. He finishes, and it's back to 15. Turner, who was scoreless early on, has turned it on. The point guard now leads the way with 15. He thought he had another steal, but a whistle was blown and a foul called. It'll be back with Jackson Christian, and Walker Ray, newly entered in, will inbound to Arnold. Arnold gets past a defender. He pops from 17 feet and comes up short. Muscling for the rebound, Carmelo Jones, and it's going back the way of the Bulldogs. Long three. That's off the mark. Adam Arnold, who hit a couple of big threes early on and was probably feeling it, wanted to really light up this Milan High crowd. He drew a little criticism from his coach, Kendall Dancy, on that shot. He wanted to try and play hero. Still at 15. Jackson Christian just trying to avoid the mistakes, avoid the turnovers. Up high with the big man. Now to Brooks on the wing. Smith will try one from straight away, and he doesn't get it. Rebound into the hands of Robinson. Turner stopped and started, tried to get it to go with the right hand, and he came up empty, and there's going to be a foul whistled. Nothing Carmelo Jones could really do about that. He was on the ground, and his momentum pulled him right into the knees of Walker Ray. Couple of subs coming on for the Bulldogs. Number 23, Easton Yates, enters on. And Jackson Christian will keep their 5 on the floor the same. Ray gets it up to Arnold. Nice behind-the-back move between the legs. And he reworks to the top of the key to reset the offense. Here's Ray. Has an open look on the wing. Couldn't get it. And the rebound pulled down by Turner. Turner nearly lost it. He keeps on the wing, and they'll work something on the perimeter. Robinson tries one from long distance. Doesn't go. Nice rebound from Dylan Todd. Todd gets to Gabe Scott. Pair of three-pointers not falling for the Bulldogs. Aaron Smith nearly picked off that pass across the key. There was some sizzle on that, and he couldn't quite tighten the fingers around it. Todd up high to Scott. Far corner. Turner was hip-checked as he drove the baseline. And the foul will go against Cameron Manners. His third of the game. And Jackson Christian bringing Peyton Tinsley back on the floor. First time we've seen Tinsley for a while, who got into some foul trouble, had 4 fouls midway through the third. So they'll likely ride him for the final 5 minutes, but they're going with some bigger options. because Milan High has gotten a couple of second and third chance opportunities with these offensive rebounds. Nearly a backcourt as Arnold briefly lost the ball. And now it's over with Brooks. Tinsley swings it over to Smith. Smith along the baseline, good defense. Robinson got a hand on it, but off the fingertips it goes and out of bounds. Tinsley to inbound, playing close D on Arnold, and Aaron Smith will come help out. Back with Tinsley and Arnold just trying to dictate the pace right now. It's a 15-point game. The offense is really slowed for both sides. Oh, Tinsley took a nice route, and he got behind the defender and finished. Right-handed lay-in brings it back to 17, and Tinsley now has 12 off the mark, and Arnold couldn't save it. Checking back in, Gabe Scott. Haven't seen a lot of Gabe Scott for the Bulldogs in the second half. Hit a pair of corner threes, though, in the first, and was actually their leading scorer in the first half with 6. So you got to get Scott back in there and hope he can hit as many threes as possible down the stretch. Charge called on Tinsley. And I think he just fouled out of the game. So Tinsley might have actually had 5 fouls coming in. That'd be in his 6th. And we knew he was in foul trouble. The Eagles center now out of the game. He finishes with 12 points. And it'll now be the task of Cameron Manners to lock it down low. Extra minutes now for Walker Ray as well, the junior. Here's the corner 3, and it's no good. But Milan gets the offensive board. I don't know what Turner was looking for. He threw it right into a pair of defenders for the Eagles, and it's back the other way with Brooks. Arnold's going to sit back with it, and all the momentum that Milan had been building in the third, you feel like it's just been kind of sucked away here down the stretch of the fourth quarter. Manners can't get it to go. Turner with the rebound, and he'll give on the wing. Down to Turner. He has it on the block. Free throw stripe. Step inside, and a shot is off the mark. Carmelo Jones selling out for the rebound. It was out of bounds, and I think they'll say it's off the Eagles. 2 subs coming on for the Bulldogs. Adam Arnold into the game, and Jadarius Robinson checks back in. Robinson up high to Arnold. Here's a three-pointer, and that's well short, but under the basket, Robinson able to collect and finish for his first points on the night. Under 2:40 to go here in the final quarter of action. Jackson Christian was on pace for over 80 points. They scored 43 in the first, but have only scored 16 here in the second. You got to credit the defensive effort and some of the offensive runs that Milan has put together. Robinson on the wing, got to try it. 3 ball is up, and it's short. Manners being pressured. Can he get it to Brooks? A foul called, reach in. Adam Arnold. Got to credit this Milan team. You can tell a lot of hands on knees. Jadarius Robinson, he's gassed. These guys are tired. Full court press, and there's been a lot of battles down low. After scoring just 17 points in the first half, this Milan Bulldogs team has really put together a nice effort in the second half and made this a game down the stretch, 59-44. Manners with it near the elbow. Here's Brooks through the lane. Can't get it to go with a right-handed scoop. Long 3. He'll try it. Why not? And it's no good from Gabe Scott. Under 2 minutes, and the Eagles will start to dribble it out. First time we've called Will Sisko's name in a while. The senior who had a pair of 3-point plays in the first half, 8 on the game. Freshly entered into this one, and a collision underneath the hoop. Danya Brooks in the shoulder went right into the midsection of Dylan Todd, but they'll hit Todd with the block. And Brooks goes to the line for 2. Brooks misses the first. And a sub for the Eagles as Manners checks out in way of Birch Weems. Jackson Christian with a win tonight would improve to 3-0 on the young season with wins over Carroll Academy and Hollowbrook as well. They're slated to pick right back up this Friday, though, with a game against South Gibson. They'll also take on Gibson County and Clarksburg over the weekend. A lot of Jackson Christian basketball action still to come this week for the Eagles as they continue to find their form early on. A lot of these players still in the middle, or actually just finishing up their high school football season. So you go from one sport right into another. Multi-sport athletes here for the Jackson Christian Eagles. It's Arnold. Over to Brooks. He was able to corral it. Cisco raising those hands. He says, I'm wide open down low. There he is. Quick transition defense. Gabe Scott was quick to get over there. Will Cisco, he thought he'd be wide open. Smith on the perimeter. Just 35 seconds to go here in the final quarter as Jackson Christian ticks down the clock. Could have taken the wide open three. Birch Weems says, nope, we'll play the possession game and dribble this thing out and take our win. 20 seconds on the clock, and it's with Cisco. Milan, meanwhile, with the loss, it would fall to 1-2. And the whistle is blown as they finally double-team Cisco and said, all right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and change the storyline of this one. Timeout taken. We will take a quick break, 30 seconds. Back in a moment to wrap this one up from Milan High.
If your insurance policy is coming up for renewal, don't just send in a check. Do yourself a favor and contact Shanna Tabor at Farmers Insurance. Shanna helps customers like you identify the coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about your insurance. Shanna has the tools and knowledge to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, life, or business insurance.
And I may save you hundreds of dollars. Hello, this is Shanna Tabor, your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by my office on University Parkway next to the post office for a free quote or find me at stabor@farmersagent.com.
Final 15 seconds from Milan High with the Jackson Christian Eagles leading by 15 and getting ready to write the story on this one. Dylan Arnold dribbling out the remainder of the clock, coming off out of the timeout, and the Jackson Christian Eagles, despite a little bit of a scare and a run by Milan in the third quarter, turned back the momentum and extend to a 15-point victory. They hold the lead at 15 and wrap this one up with a win on the road before jumping into more action over the weekend. So overall, you thought that Jackson Christian might make this thing really interesting in the third quarter when they had a 15-point swing. They took a 30-point deficit early in the third period, and by the end of the buzzer to close the period, they were only down by 15. And after a short run out of the period break, Jackson Christian was able to really control the tempo and extend some possessions, eliminate the turnovers. Their offense really never clicked in the second half. You got to say, they had 43 points in the first, only 16 in the second half as Milan really locked it down defensively and was able to coax some turnovers, especially in that third quarter. Jackson Christian, you thought they'd be on pace to score over 80 tonight and set a new season high. Winds up being their season low, ironically, 59 points compared to the 67 and 61 that they put up in their first two games on the evening. Let's wrap the night with some final tallies. Score-wise for the players on both sides. For Milan High tonight, Camaris Turner scored all 15 of his points in the second half. The senior point guard really turned it on from the free throw line. He was getting fouls. He also made some nice jumpers and a couple of three-pointers. Adam Arnold was the second leading scorer for Milan High with his 12 on the evening. Gabe Scott, also a part of the scoring. He scored 6. Now for the Jackson Christian Eagles, the story of the first half, you got to say, was Aaron Smith coming off the bench. The senior quarterback, now turned guard during the basketball season, hit 3 straight three-pointers off the bench and had the hot hand. He finishes with a team-high 15 tonight. Peyton Tinsley, the big man, did foul out with his 6 fouls down the stretch, and he was still able to get 12 points on the board, though, to be the second leading scorer tonight for Jackson Christian. And Will Cisco, tip of the cap to him. He finishes third highest in scoring with 8. He had a pair of three-point plays that he was able to convert in the first half of action. So with the win tonight, Jackson Christian, they improved to 3-0, and Milan High, they fall to 1-2. More action coming this weekend, though, for Jackson Christian, a Friday game against South Gibson. That game will be played at Gibson County as a part of a tournament, a neutral site game. Gibson County and Clarksburg also up on the schedule for Jackson Christian this coming Saturday. So if you're following along with the team, again, they'll be at Gibson County, not South Gibson, on Friday night. Before we go tonight, we would like to thank our great partners for making tonight's broadcast possible. Sonic and McDonald's. King Jeweler, also a part of tonight's broadcast crew. Fine jewelry, friendly staff, and custom designs at King Jeweler. Jackson State Community College, welcoming learners of all ages at Jackson State Community College. Old Country Auto, along with reliable lawn care and landscaping, professional knowledge and know-how at Reliable Lawn Care and Landscaping. Jing Langley Ford, the dealership that's service built for you. Toyo's Clinic. Mitchell's Body Shop, committed to quality. Mitchell's Body Shop. House of Hair as well. They're also looking for 3 hairdressers over at House of Hair right now, so feel free to reach out to them if you're in the cosmetology field. They'd love to talk to you and bring you on board. We're also brought to you tonight by Sarah of Jackson. One destination, so many choices. Sarah of Jackson is the spot. Allegra Printing is also a part of our sponsor group tonight. Allegra Marketing, Print, and Sign Company. Roberts Jewelers, their state-of-the-art jewelry at Roberts Jewelers. And Thompson & Smith Insurance. You can check them out at thompsonsmithinsurance.com. Our biggest thank you tonight also goes to you, the viewer. You make it possible every single night to bring you Jackson Christian basketball. An awesome job by our entire production crew here as well. My guys, Gary and Paul, they were pushing all the buttons, making it all happen tonight. We appreciate your guys' effort big time. So, again, the final score tonight, the Jackson Christian Eagles 59 and the Milan High Bulldogs 44. That is the final tally tonight from Jackson High. Again, we're back with you on Friday night from Gibson County, where the Eagles will be taking on South Gibson. Until then, thanks so much for tuning in tonight, and have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday evening.